Still be hoping he's still be. It's your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
It's Military Crazy War. Drink Chaps, Yappy Hour. Make some noise! Now, this brother has a beautiful story, man. From the beginning, you know what I mean? From him being homeless to, him moving to Orange County to him, you know what I mean, going to Hollywood and dominating it. You know what I mean? Repeated role after role. Your favorite actor is in a scene with this brother being his supporting actor. You understand what I'm saying? This man is a legend. It's about time we give him his flowers. We've been waiting to do this. In case you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about the honorable, the one and only Noel G! Now let's ask about the name off top, right? Noel G. Now, why is it G? Because people couldn't pronounce your last name?
I can't even say my last name, dog. Straight up, man. No, I'm trying. I'm like, if you figure it out, you let me know. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Like a tongue artist, Noel G.
I know, right? I just make it easier, dog, by saying G or whatever. But the truth of it is because my mom's Mexican, my dad's Italian.
And your dad's from Italian, fully Italian.
Yeah. So
your mother's half Puerto Rican, half Mexican.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm Baskin Robbins. I'm 31 flavors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but I'm Mexican at heart because I grew up with Mexican Americans my whole life. So that's the only side I know. I don't know my Puerto Rican side, my Italian side.
You were born in Puerto Rico.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I moved to the United States when I was like,
cousin.
What's up?
You Bad Bunny cousin.
Man, you know more about me than I do myself.
He did your 23andMe. He got your 23andMe in his back pocket right now.
Oh boy, look at my personal files, bro. What's up, dog? You went through it all.
But you were born in Puerto Rico.
I forgot we had personal conversations, bro.
No, but I looked you up as well.
Let it out, bro.
You were born in Puerto Rico, and then your mother moved to California, and I believe the first place that she moved to California was Compton.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
she thought Compton was nice.
She thought Compton was sweet, man, straight up, because that's all she heard about on the news. You know what I'm saying? Until she got the real news. You feel me? Yeah. So it was funny because they came from out of town. They don't know what's up or whatever, but they kept on hearing Compton on the news. They're like, oh, that's the place to live. And then little did they find out, like, no, that's not the place to live. You feel me? So then they backed out of there, went to Orange County, and so then I grew up in OC. But I grew up with Mexican Americans, like I said, my whole life. So that's all I pretty much know.
Right.
The last name thing, my dad's Italian, and so I just never knew how to say it. I still to this day, I really don't.
How do you think you say it?
The way I try to say it, I don't even know how to say it. I can't even attempt it, dog. Straight. That's why I just say Noel G, man. Keep it easier, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Please try.
You try. You try.
Similar issue. My last name is Italian too.
Let me know, dog. How do you say it?
Let me see.
We're gonna figure this out together, dog. Straight up. We're gonna solve a mystery today.
It's hilarious, by the way.
Today we're gonna solve a mystery. We're gonna go with that.
Googly.
We're gonna go with that.
Yeah, you sound like you related to Tony Soprano.
You see why? You see? You see why I say Noel G? I'll keep it simple, bro. But we're gonna go with that. I'm just gonna pretend your guess is the right guess.
So let's take it from there, right? Because you got so many people like Brad Pitt and all these other people. Like you find out that they have stage names, right? So and then I forget so many people that
they change their names all the time.
Now is that something that your agent told you, or that's something that you adapted and said, you know what?
No. It's just I didn't really change my name. I just said Noel G to keep it short and simple. You know what I'm saying? So that way we didn't have to go through the whole deal of how you say my last name.
Right.
And so that just became kind of like worked itself in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bounce around a little bit, right?
No, it's all love. Go ahead, dog. I go with the flow, man.
Jim Carrey stuck a bird up your ass.
Hey, let's not get personal. Hey, we don't gotta get personal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all I know is the check cleared, bro. That's all I know, guys. Straight up.
No, but
I'm not my way to the bank. You know what I mean? That's all good.
But that's one of the
He had to go there, dog.
No.
You're messing up a podcast, bro. You're messing up a show, bro.
It's one of the most classic scenes.
Hey, well, as long as you didn't play it in slow motion, we straight, dog.
Because it's one of the most classic scenes. I believe it's Bruce Almighty, right?
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty. You guys beat him up.
There's not a day I leave the house, bro, and don't hear that straight up, man. Like, I don't go to the zoo no more. Like, I'm good, bro. I got handicapped parking when the movie was over. I couldn't walk straight, bro. I needed a V8, the whole deal, bro. Like, No, I'm telling you straight up. There's not a day I leave the pad and don't hear that.
Okay,
It hasn't made me crazy yet, but
Okay, no. Okay, so
he going deep, huh? He going down.
Literally.
Was that in the script or was that improv?
No, that was actually, so Jim Carrey is a nut, bro.
Right.
I was only supposed to work on that movie 1 week. I got 7 weeks out of it because Jim Carrey kept on changing the script.
Wow.
So what happened after the monkey deal, which I didn't know about when we first started doing the movie, that came cold turkey, right? But we're just gonna go with the flow because it's Jim and you know whatever, right? But just to give you a taste of how much he was changing the script, what was supposed to happen after that scene was he says, now it's time to teach the rest of you guys a lesson. And so one of my homies says, oh yeah, you in what army? And then what ends up happening is 50 Jim Carreys jump out of Jim Carrey and we each get our own individual beating. And so they actually started filming this stuff. Like they brought in Jim Carrey lookalikes. I thought this stuff would at least make it to the special features, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So long story short, man, just to kind of fast forward, what ended up happening was we actually started filming all this, you know, different stuff that Jim Carrey was coming up with on the spot. So like one gangster was getting, like there was a Jim Carrey gangster and he was hitting the switches on the Impala and the gangster was getting bounced up in between the hood and the engine. Another gangster was like, there was some Jim Carrey karate guys. They did Cobra Kai on one of them. And they had all this stuff going on, right? So to end the story, what ended up happening was one of the producers came and said, hey, Jim, we're going way over budget. We're filming longer than we're supposed to. And in the movie, it's too early to display your power like that. So we need to end this now. We need to stop it. And so what ended up happening was they ended up doing the bug thing and the monkey, and the monkey had to come back home, right? And so yeah, long story short, that's how that got killed quick. But yeah, man, I mean, Jim Carrey was a nut. Like he changed the script so, but for me it was a beautiful thing.
Because get paid, right?
I'm on a 1 week contract. 1 week contract turned into a 7 week contract, and I'm like, this is straight. So I was a happy camper. You know what I'm saying?
So let's bounce around a little bit. So you started from a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah.
Very racist.
Yeah. He's stupid, bro. we going there, dog. But how did you smoke? Give me some, bro.
How did you get the Taco Bell commercial? How did this happen?
No, literally, it was crazy, man. The Taco Bell joint happened because I was dating this girl at the time, and she wanted to be an actress. I wanted nothing to do with it. So long story short, I go into this acting class. Never thought about acting a day in my life. I'm acting a fool in the streets, whatever. And literally, right place, right time. And you know, to win the lottery, you either got to be Mexican or over 75 years old, right? That's just how it go down, you know what I'm saying? And so literally, right place, right time. Never thought about acting a day in my life. And I'm just being real, man. When I went in the acting class, I thought everybody was dorks and nerds. So I just started talking smack, you know what I'm saying? And what ends up happening was there was a cat and there was a producer. He was scouting talent that day. Comes up to me after the class and he says, hey, you know, you're kind of funny. You want to be in a Taco Bell commercial? I thought he was on some BS, whatever, but he ended up being real. I gave him my number. 2 weeks later, I'm doing a commercial for Taco Bell at the age of 15 years old.
That's crazy.
And at 15, I didn't know about residual checks.
Right, because they kept coming.
Right, and for our people watching who don't, you know, white people invented this.
Right.
Just so you guys know. And white people are like, we gonna make money while we sleep. They figured it out. And we just jumped on the bandwagon.
Income.
Right. And we just, you know, rolled with that.
Was it $700 or something like that?
Back then, I forget. I don't even remember what I went from bling bling to like, I went from nothing to like bling bling overnight. You feel me? Like, it was like hitting a baby lottery. These residual checks were coming in. I thought it was a computer mess up, but you know, I'm cashing them because I want to be a good citizen, you know what I'm saying? And do my part for the community, right? So I'm cashing them, dog, but after it got a little weird, I was like, well, I keep on getting paid for this commercial. And he explained, he's like, no, that's how actors get paid. I said, what? I said, well, I want to be an actor. And that's how it kicked off. So he knew a manager guy, hooks me up with this manager. I go meet this cat. I don't know what's up. I come in like this. I don't know nothing from nothing. And he's like, I like you, man. I'm going to see what I can do for you.
I said, manager or agent?
It was a manager at the time. This is way back when. This is like when we did art joint, you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
And this manager guy, he started sending me out on stuff, but everything he sent me out for was Gangster 1, Cholo 2, Trigger. I'm like, I thought I was here to act, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You being yourself.
Yeah, I was like, I've been to college once. I had to drop somebody off. But I'm just saying, man, so that's how the acting kicked off. But let me just back up for 2 seconds to explain to our viewers who don't know what residual checks are.
Right.
Residual checks are when you do an acting job and they show that commercial 15 times in one day, that's 15 checks.
15 different checks. Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what residual income is, you know what I'm saying? Just for those of you who didn't know.
Right.
It's like royalty.
We'll put fun facts at the end.
So then, not only you did the Taco Bell commercial, but you started to do like Taco Bell introduction commercials, or like for other like Fridays and stuff like that. You was like the guy that.
Oh no, I got you on this one.
Okay.
No, because I didn't do none of that. Okay. Taco Bell commercial was the only thing I did that was in the can.
You didn't.
No, what I did was, I know what you're talking about though. You're close. You're hot. You know what I mean? But yeah, you hot, but you ain't sizzling yet. You ain't sizzling yet. So what happened was like the starting of the career, I did industrial commercials.
Okay.
So like if you worked at Burger King,
that's what I mean.
I was the cat. Like this is how you wrap a hamburger.
Yeah.
This is how you use the register.
Yeah.
I was that guy. Like I was doing like security videos for like Kmart and Walmart and Target.
Like instructional videos.
Instructional videos. So like if you're sitting in an orientation, I'm the guy stealing a CD in aisle 3, and they're telling the security guards if you see someone stealing in the store, this is the proper procedure of how you take. I was doing that. Hey, but back then that was paid.
It was a gig.
And back then I was
the deep in the video. I didn't know that.
He was so gangster one in those videos.
I was, dog, straight up, dog. But again, the checks were clearing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was like, at that time, it was crazy because they were paying like $1,000 a day.
Wow.
And remember, $1,000 a day back in the 80s, that's some money, bro. I remember I could make $1,000 last a whole month. Nowadays, we spend it in a day. But back then, $1,000 lasts you a month, you know what I'm saying?
That's a lot,
I was just making good money back then. So I was like, yeah, we gonna ride with this.
Okay. So we get to that. Which was your first big role? Was it Training Day or was it Fast and Furious?
No. My first big role was Fast and Furious. That's what started the roller coaster ride.
Paul Walker,
it took off from there. Yeah, Paul Walker, rest in peace, man. That's what But my first movie ever in theater was an Adam Sandler movie with Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider. I had a small part.
Animal.
I had like 3 or 4 lines. Yeah, that was my first movie ever in theater. And then Fast and Furious is what kicked off the roller coaster.
What part of Animal was you at?
It was a small part, man, straight up. I was in this part where they roll up on the corner. There was some...
There was some thugs. The graffitis in the background.
And I just told him
we boxed at y'all.
Right. And I told him, what's up, man? What you doing here? Yeah. So
that was your first movie. Animal was my favorite movie.
My first movie ever in theater.
Okay, so that's the reason why I knew exactly. I just didn't know the role. So when I saw it in your discography, I was like, let me ask him. I wanted to be shocked. But I remember that. I remember that part.
So it was funny, dog.
Wait, hold on, time out.
Go ahead.
We can't.
Yo, we ain't jumping
How the fuck did your first movie become fucking a thing? How did you get that role, Animal?
Well, it was funny, man, because we had this audition, and the way that they did it right there on the spot.
Okay.
So when we first initially went out for that movie, we were casted as extras.
Okay.
And they said, you know what? We want to give some of you, well, I take that back. They go, we want to give one of you a speaking part.
Okay.
So what they did literally is they lined up 10 of us. They auditioned us right there on the spot.
All Mexicans?
All Mexican gangsters, whatever.
Okay.
And they, 10 cholos. There was like a lineup. All we were messing was the numbers. And long story short, man, they lined us up and they were like, say this line, say this line, say this line. And they picked us right there. And I was the one who got picked.
And then you was like, this is my neighborhood, right? What you said?
Yeah. Well, right there, they let us play with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was on the spot. They let us improvise a little bit. So we got to mess around a little bit.
And so
I've never, ever in any movie I've done stuck to script.
I don't think I've done.
You can't.
He can relate.
You can't. You got to make it your own, man. It's mandatory. You can't.
So, okay, boom. Now, I imagine you take your family to go see Animal in the theaters, or no?
No.
Why?
I don't got no family.
Okay.
So yeah, I never met my mom or dad's side of the family. So anyway, it was just me. But
wait, I know your dad went on a cruise.
My dad left me at 13.
Right.
He bounced out. And my mom left too. I don't blame my mom. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother rabbit hole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and my parents were the only two to come to the United States to start a living.
From their
families. Yeah. So I never in my life met my mom's side of the family or my dad's side of the family. So the way I got no cousins, brother, sister, nieces, nephew, uncle, aunt, grandma, grandpa. I got no family straight up. I'm the only Mexican with no family. You guys got something you want to give I'll take them straight up, man. I'll take them, dog. You know what I mean?
Then you gotta start fucking, man. You gotta create your own. You gotta, Jesus.
I got some kids out there I don't know about, bro.
So is it true that your father,
I got some child support cases.
Your father's friend was a millionaire?
Yeah, he owned
and
the
he asked
company.
him to come around.
He owned the company that my dad worked at, and my dad was a fisherman on the side. He loved scuba diving.
Okay.
And one day, this guy straight up, he just asked my dad. He said, "You want to come sailing around the world with me on this boat?" And my dad came home one day and said, but he told my dad, he said, "If you come with me, you can't bring your kid.
Kids, yeah.
You can't bring your kid with you."
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
So within 2 weeks, my dad just wrapped it up, and he put everything in storage and bounced out, and
he sold the house.
Sold the house.
Did
Everything.
he talk to you like, "Hey, this is what I'm gonna do"? Or
Well, he didn't really talk to me per se. My mom was the one who talked to me, but I call it the 2 weeks of hell, because my mom was arguing with my dad, saying, "What type of man have you become? Who are you? Who did I marry?" And I saw her fight tooth and nail like for 2 weeks, begging and pleading and crying and screaming, begging my dad not to leave. And, then I went up to my mom. The reason why I don't blame my mom is because I went up to her and I said, "Hey, look, I got a place to live."
Yeah.
But I really didn't, though.
Yeah.
And the reason why I did that is because my dad was the breadwinner of the family. So if
You
my
didn't want
mom
the
would have
pressure on your
stayed,
mom.
it would have been 2 homeless people instead of 1.
Right.
So I told my mom, I said, "Go with my dad. I'm straight. I got a friend to live with." This was all made up. I really didn't.
Wow.
And long story short, my dad gave me $500 and pretty much said, "Good luck to me." So at 13, that's how I got into street life, started hanging out with the wrong crowd, started learning how to rent cars without asking people, got into the street pharmacy business. You know what I'm saying? We were part-time movers too, and what we would do is we'd move things from like other people's houses to like where we were at. And we did a lot of that stuff. So yeah.
Did your parents, did they ever come back around?
My mom did, but I haven't
you-
seen my dad since.
Wow, he stayed out there.
Is that when your connection comes from East Los Angeles or no?
No. So, and just so you guys know, I call it Hollywood.
Okay.
I don't call it Hollywood. I call it Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah, when the acting kicked off, that's when I moved to LA.
Okay.
And I was living in Gardena, and I lived in Gardena for about 23 years.
Okay.
And then I came back to Orange County.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had to get the hell up out of Gardena, man. That place was hood as hell, bro. There was times I came, literally was taped off. I couldn't even go to my own spot. You know what I'm saying?
And where's
So,
Gardena located?
it's like 15 minutes from Compton. It's right next to Inglewood, all that.
Is that considered East Los Angeles or no?
No.
No, I would say like, I don't know, West Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah, West.
Okay. Now, something that, just looking you up and stuff like that. I didn't know.
Doing his research.
Yes,
How you doing his
I'm
research?
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, someone Google N.O.R.E. real quick, man. Put a damn facts in front of me, dog. Hold up, man.
He did Ancestry on
I got a couple questions myself, boy.
But it's something that I didn't know. Like,
Nah, go ahead, dude.
The first time I ever heard of Orange County was this movie about Jack Black. I know I'm lame. I know I'm from New York.
Nah,
from the
you
East
good,
Coast,
man. Go
but
on, you straight.
I never kind of like
put it together.
I never put together that that's
Right.
the same Orange County that I used to see on the news.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, I thought Jack Black's Orange County was something totally different
From the one over there.
Yeah, but the one over there.
Oh, gotcha.
I had no idea.
You were on a different page.
Like when I'm looking up your shit, and I'm like, oh shit, he's from Orange County. I'm like, but not the Jack Black one. I'm sitting back, and I did not realize that. So
I mean, it's a big county.
Describe.
Yeah,
I lived in Anaheim when I was little, and then we moved to Southgate.
Oh, so you were out there too?
I was born in LA.
Oh, you were? Okay,
Yeah,
God, but you lived in Orange County though.
Well, when I was a little kid and my parents separated, we ended up in Southgate and Huntington Park. And
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's LA.
Yeah.
But you know Orange County because you probably went to Disneyland.
Well, I mean, yeah, later on. Yeah,
I'm just messing with you.
yeah. But we lived in the hills in Anaheim
Right,
from when
right.
I was like two years old, and then the rest was Southgate.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
so
Let's
describe
just say
the person-
Orange County is just a lot more peaceful than LA. Let's just
Okay.
put it to you like that.
But y'all have gangs though. as well.
Oh yeah, no, they got hood out there all day
Yeah, they
long.
got-
They
okay.
got hood out there all day long. It's just there's a lot more spots that are more peaceful and safe than LA. LA is pretty much a mess all over the place, except Beverly Hills.
Right.
Yeah.
Even Beverly Hills becoming a mess.
Well, now it
it
is,
is.
but back then when it was more controlled / disciplined / whatever, it was safe. Other than the Mendez brothers, man, they jacked up.
Oh yeah, I'll be watching it on Netflix.
They jacked up Beverly Hills, bro.
Okay. So let's describe something, right? In the East Coast, like the Latinos and the blacks kind of like it's kind of like, I don't want to say the same because it's not the same, but it's like we migrate. in California, for some reason, it's like the prison system even lives outside. Like Mexicans stay with Mexicans, blacks stay with the blacks, the whites stay with the whites. Why do you think it's like that? Because of the prison system? I'm asking.
Yeah, no. It's kind of funny, man, because that's the part that's where I think it's stupid. You know, you at one time in your life, hopefully you mature up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was kind of whack that you don't get along on the streets, and you might have murdered an enemy.
Wow.
But now you go inside prison and you got to get along with who you murdered and hated your whole life or was taught to hate or be against or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, it just made no sense. I'm like, I'm in life because of one of you, you know, and now I got to get along with you? Like, nah. So it's a lot different out there. You know what I'm saying? And out there, to keep it 100, if you were black and you grew up with the Mexicans from birth, then you get accepted that way.
Yeah, like Will I Am.
Because, then you get kind of accepted that way because, you know, you were there from, you know what I mean? So there's like an exception. But the other Mexican gangs that are full-on Mexican are like, nah, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? He black, he shouldn't be in a Mexican gang.
Right.
So they keep it, you know, separate even on the outside. You feel what I'm saying? Unless there's a special cause like that or something like that.
Because I asked Will I Am on camera.
And then you got some Mexicans who, you know, quote unquote, because I don't want to say one person talks this way or that way. I'm talking about the majority. You got Mexicans who talk black, and then you got some blacks who talk Mexican.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, what? Like, it trips you out a little bit.
I seen that. Damn, what the fuck I was about to say?
About
who? Will I Am.
All the cue card hire?
Yeah, because Will I Am, I talked to him on camera and off camera, right?
Right.
And I was like, because I'll give you a story about
go ahead. Let it out.
23 years ago. I meet this girl from East Los Angeles, right?
East Los.
She always used to come see me. She never invited me to go see her.
Oh, really? She kept you in the safe zone.
Never invited me to go see her, right?
Yeah, you start tripping at one point.
I'm fucking N.O.R.E, so I don't care. I don't want to know it. Anyway, but I wanted her to know that I wasn't scared or whatever. So anyway, we're sitting there talking, and I'm like, you know, I'll come get you up. I'll come pick you up this time. She was like, no, like you can't come to my neighborhood. And I was just like, holy shit, right? And he was like, yo, you know, I know that you're Puerto Rican, but most people are not going to look to see if you're Puerto Rican. They're going to just see a black person. And right now, and I was like, I'm getting along with this motherfucker, everything. And then she went like this to me. She leaned her lip down, and that shit said, I don't know what gang it said, bro. But I was like, oh, shit. And she was like, I belong to the hood. Oh. Listen, she didn't say I'm on the streets, but she was just like, she was like this. I was like this. Whatever gang it was, I knew it.
But I'm assuming that she was trying to keep you safe by telling you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you gotta respect that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Years later, now I'm realizing she's trying to keep me safe.
Right. She ain't putting you in the danger zone. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm like, I was kissing this bitch and everything.
Yeah.
Kissing the game.
That's funny, bro. Hold on, you tell me this later? After I'm in love?
I know she's gonna see this and be like,
but you gotta respect the side of her keeping you safe. You know what I mean? Because she could have put you in the red tape quick, and it could have been on.
Yeah, no, very
you could have walked into something ugly. You know what I mean? So she loved you back. Is my point.
Yes.
There was something out there.
She saved my life because I never win, boy. I never win.
You still here?
Yeah. So now you're in arguably one of the most hoodest watched movie of all time. And not only that, you have one of the most classic scenes in the movie. I still believe Denzel to this day. I think he was everything. I think he was smoking crack. I think he was fucking bitches. I think he was singing.
That's hilarious, bro.
He took method acting all the way.
No. That scene, bro.
That is funny,
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie. When y'all sitting there And he's like, I get my shit pushed in. Like, I get my shit pushed in. And I'm like, yo.
That shit was intense.
Yo. Even after I met you, I was still scared of you. Like I was like, that scene. I met you. I'm like, this is a great guy. And I was like, that scene never left, man.
That's hilarious,
It never left. So, all right.
That's hilarious.
So it's a two-part question.
I've heard a lot, but not that yet. Go ahead.
Okay, two-part. Let's start with the first part.
Go ahead.
Where was you at when you get the call that you're going to be in a movie called Training Day? And did they tell you, this is the second part, did they tell you that who was attached to it, or they just said you're going to audition for Training Day?
Yeah, no, so when I first got the call for that flick, everything was hush-hush. They really kept that one private, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just knew I was going and auditioning for a movie. But, it was funny at that time, because, at that time, I didn't have, I had a little bit of bankroll, but I didn't have bankroll like that, you know what I'm saying? So I had a fixed-up Honda, some rims, and I came in bumping, and I didn't even know. And this is what's funny, man. I'm gonna put a fun fact on here. I didn't even know that I rolled up on accident in front of them. They were shooting a music video at the time. And I don't know for who or what, but the director of Training Day, Anton Fuqua, was shooting a music video, and I just rolled up in front of their whole scene and jacked it up. Shit. And I didn't even know that, bro. I just thought it was some people hanging out, chilling. I didn't notice the cameras, nothing or whatever. And so I straight up just rolled up, and I was bumping the music, and I'm mad dogging everybody. And it was crazy because his little brother, Curtis, his little brother, not Antoine. Antoine got a brother
named Curtis.
Yeah, okay. And so Curtis comes out and he goes, my brother's looking at you, man. He goes, my brother's looking at you. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, who the hell's your brother, dog? I don't know. He's like, he's the director that you're about to audition for. I was like, oh, all right. So I walked in and we just got into a conversation because he was like, hey, I was in the middle of filming and you just rolled up in the middle of the set. And I was like, oh, my bad, dog. I didn't even know. I didn't do that on purpose, whatever. So long story short, we ended up getting into like a 45-minute conversation.
You were Antoine.
Yeah, okay. And we were just chopping it up. And I didn't even get to read the part for him at that time. He just said, I'm going to bring you back. And I said, all right, cool.
Meaning that was your audition right there?
That was pretty much my audition right there. Wow. So when he saw me roll up like that, he was like, man, you know what? Like, you already had me kind of. Right. So I was like, all right, cool. But you know how this business is, man. I make a joke. If everyone would have kept all the promises that were made to me, I'd be a billionaire. Not a millionaire. I'd be a billionaire. You feel me? This business funny. So you don't know who's going to keep word or not or what. You know what I'm saying? And then long story short, though, he ended up keeping word. He was one of the solid ones, and he brought me back, and I was like, cool. Then I did the audition, and then long story short, when I got the call from my agent, then I found out who was attached.
Okay, so all right. So you do the audition. Now, they're not telling you who's attached.
Yeah, they top secret with that because that was Denzel at the time.
Do you feel me?
So
this is a big budget film, or do you think?
No. I came in not really knowing nothing about the film.
Okay. Continue.
And the name of the movie at the time was called Rampart. This was based on a true story,
which is another reason why to keep it top secret.
And the Rampart police.
Rampart?
Yeah, it was because
that was a scandal.
The Rampart police were doing that in real life.
Oh, that's a place in California called Rampart Police.
No, you heard these stories. Like this is.
No, yeah, you know about this, right? Yeah, this is
the
a
NWA
real
police.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay.
They gangsters with badges, bro. And long story short, this was based on a real story on a real police department that was doing this type of stuff in real life. And it was the Rampart Police Department. So they initially named the movie Rampart. But Rampart threatened them and said, if you move through with this movie and you keep it that name, just against us, we're gonna sue you. So then they changed the name to Training Day. Okay. But that movie was all based on true facts.
Okay, all right, cool. You go too fast. Hold on. Okay. So that so you audition.
Go ahead.
Do they tell you got the role? How does this work after the audition?
So I auditioned, whatever, and I didn't get the call till like 3 days later. And then my agent called me up and said, hey, they like you, they want to move forward with you. Here's the deal, and then there it is.
And then we do it, and it's done deal.
And
then you sign the contract first, and then they tell you who's attached, or
you sign the contract on set. The agent. You know how it is. Your agency has a lawyer firm inside the agency. So that's just how I'm like, he tested me or what? No,
this is for the fans.
You don't know, man. We had a cocktail about that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. So that was it. Yeah, they call me. They tell me I got the role, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, let's go.
Okay.
And then later, when I got the call, that's when I found. I said, who's attached?
Right.
I said, Denzel. What? I said, I'm in a movie. And you want to flick with Den, man. You gotta come on your A game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that was it, dog.
And did they tell you that you was going to have a scene with him? And no one knows who Ethan Hawke is at the time, correct?
They kind of knew, but I mean, that's the movie that put him on the map. But he was kind of known before
he did
that.
other roles before?
He did the movie Alive, the true story about the plane that crashed and they had to eat people in the snow.
He was on the come up.
He was the man. Yeah, he was like on the brink of like, but that's the movie that like slapped him on the map. Like,
So now. All right, because I'm
no, yeah, go. I know you bounce around. We covered this earlier.
Yeah. So
I'm with
So
you.
they say to you,
I go with the flow, dog. I go with the flow.
So they say to you that scene. I get my shit pushed in all the time, dog. Like,
so how was that scene on paper though? How much did you guys improvise that scene?
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. You guys are asking 25 years later. I forget. I forget, dog. You know what I'm saying? You going deep on me now, bro. But I'm like, I really don't remember. But I could tell you this though.
Okay.
I do remember this though. Antoine was very flexible. Right. He let us improvise the scene and have some fun with it, just to see how we would work it out and how we would roll and how we would end up doing it, whatever. But when we got to the bathtub part, we had to stick
when he put the gun in there?
Yeah. He was L.A. cop. We had to get our revenge,
to the bathroom.
He was ready, dog. Hey, we had to get our revenge, dog. You know what I'm saying? We had to get our lick, I was like, this time we get our turn, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
wait, what do you want me to do with that? Okay, he wants you to see your bathroom scene.
I'm like, hey.
He's like, you gotta see it, man.
That's hilarious, bro. I was like, thanks for the refresh, bro. Thanks for the refresh.
He lived it, man.
I was like,
nah, that's it. That's
hilarious,
That shit does look gangster, though. Good, yeah, Paul, you're right. That shit does look gangster.
I mean, hey, dog, we had that full hemmed up, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was a good scene. It came together good, and yeah, so a lot of people love it, man.
No, but you were gonna say when you got to that scene.
Oh no, I was gonna say, so like when we got to the bathtub scene, that's when we pretty much had to stick to script because we couldn't, change the story, of course. So that's where he just got a little bit more like, hey, you guys can still ad lib, but try to stay on page more. That's all.
You know what was messed up?
And let me tell you another fun fact about that movie real quick. That's the first movie ever. I want to go back to what you said. That's why. That's the first movie ever that Denzel Washington played a bad guy.
And
that's the history.
He played it good as a
That's the history on that. Every other movie he's ever done, he was a good guy. That's the first movie ever he played a bad guy.
Afterward, he did Frank
I don't know about after or what.
Frank Lucas.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Which is right here.
Oh, yeah. American Gangster. That's right. Yeah. And what's up?
We just asked that right now.
Yeah, what's fucking wrong with you, man? Get the fuck out of here,
man. What are you drinking, bro?
He's like, catch this ball.
But hey, he wanted to do a review. That's all right. Dog.
So tell us about that movie.
So start over with Training Day and we'll go. No, I'm playing.
So this guy.
Yeah.
He's not Mexican?
Nah, he's from New Zealand.
Yo, that shit fucked me up, bro.
No,
he's done a lot of movies since then,
too. This guy plays Pablo Escobar in Blood.
Yeah.
Like straight up, man.
He's doing, take your glasses off.
And I forget what movie it is, but he also plays a black guy. He plays a black guy in another movie.
Nah, he plays a black guy, man.
Yeah, he does.
Come on.
Where he got dreads.
Get out of here.
I know he plays Arab in another movie, too.
He plays Arabic,
like a terrorist or something.
I forget what movie it was, but my point is that guy's a chameleon. That guy can pretty much play anything, bro.
Yeah.
But for Training Day, we flavored him up. We took him out cruising on Whittier Boulevard. We told him how to dress, how to talk.
But nobody looked at him crazy for playing the role.
Well, if you notice, he didn't say that much. You know what I'm saying? But we schooled him. We had 2-3 days to school him and then put him on the map, and then he did what he did.
Was there any issues on set? Like, we heard the stories about American Me when they were filming. They had issues on set.
This was different because this was about the cops. You know what I'm saying? So as a Latino actor, you should know better to kind of stay away from cartel type movies, stuff like that. You know. So unless you want to be a mark later, you know.
Because we know that when they filmed The Jungles, they was actually in the jungles. We know when they filmed The Bloods, they was actually in the Bloods. And was that in a real Los Angeles?
That was 100%. That was in the actual jungle. So Bone, who...
No, I'm talking about your scene.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No. My scene, the front of the house was in Boyle Heights, but the inside of the house was actually a sound studio. That was a fake set.
Got me.
That was that's Hollywood for you.
Right.
But that was a fake set, so yeah, we shot there.
Now, filming the movie, like a lot of times you do classic shit, you do legendary shit, but you're in it, so you don't really understand. Did you understand that was a legendary cult movie as you was filming, or did you realize that after it came out?
Well, you kind of think that already because Denzel's attached. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you already think and know, like, all right, this is going somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I kind of thought about it on that side of things, but about the actual movie itself, you never know because every movie's a gamble. You know what I'm saying? You could think you got the best movie in the world, and then you make it, and nobody else likes it or cares for it. You know, rents it or watch, or you can get cut.
Right.
You know, I one thing I learned in life, man, I never celebrate till it's over. You know what I mean? Some people celebrate too early, and then they're like, "Damn, I did a big scene, I'm cut out." And so I don't celebrate till it's over. But long story short, no, I didn't know that movie was gonna do what it did. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I did and I didn't. I didn't because I didn't, and I did because Denzel's attached. So you think it's going to make sense?
Right.
Yeah. So I did it like that.
So what was your favorite movie you ever done?
Man, the one that paid the most, bro. To be real with you, man, I got a lot of favorites, man, straight out. You know, I've been very blessed in my career to be able to work and stay working. I've been in the biz over 35 years, and, you know, I've been doing it since 15, so I've been in the biz for a minute. But I got a lot of fun movies that I, you know...
Just name five on top. Your top five.
You know, Training Day was one of them.
Absolutely.
Fast and Furious,
Absolutely.
you know. Man, five, now you going in on me. Malibu's Most Wanted.
Malibu's
That's a
Most
good one.
Wanted.
Yeah, that was a fun.
Malibu. I'm Malibu.
That was a fun one to work on.
B-Rad.
B-Rad.
B-Rad. Let's
They're
go.
trying to make a part 2 to that
They should
joint.
make a part 2.
Yeah, they trying to come back with that. I don't know, man. You got me.
That's
Let's just
4.
go with 3. Let's just go with 3 for now.
That's 4.
No, I was 3.
Oh, you didn't name Bruce Almighty?
Bruce Almighty was fun. We could throw that in there.
That's 4. So then we need 1.
How about the Mummies movie you guys were
Hey, we get to that later.
You trying to save that, bro.
We get to that later.
Yeah, you trying to save that, man.
So,
you doing what he did. How was Denzel to work with?
yeah, I would.
I'm playing.
But go ahead. One more.
Man, you got me on this one, dog. Do we got a pause button? No, I'm playing. I don't know. Let's just go with those for now.
Okay.
Because I really don't know. I can't even think right now, straight up.
What is a movie?
One will hit me later. We'll go with 7 Mummies since he said. We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
All right. So what is a movie that you got or that was offered that you just was like, you thought that this?
Yeah, no, I'll keep it real with you, man. Like I'll keep it 100. So to each their own. I got no judgment. Again, to each their own. I got no judgment. You do you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I will not do a movie where I play a gay guy.
Right.
I will not do a movie where I got to wear a dress. I'm like Dave Chappelle. You ain't putting the dress on the black man, on this black man. Like, So there was a movie, and I even forget the name of it, man. But I'm like, nah, I ain't doing Brokeback Gangsters. I'm good, bro. But like, there was a movie where I got, and again, to each their own, no judgment. I'm just saying, not for me. You feel me? Like I ain't going there. I ain't going there. Like. But, you know, I'm old school. I'm still not used to guys wearing pink. You know what I mean? I'm not even used to that yet. But, I'm old school, no judgment. I'm just saying what's, you know, my real. But I got a movie where I was offered a gay role. And I was like, and they were offering me a lot of money.
Right. And was it still Hector?
No, I know, right? I was like, now they pushing it too far, right? I was like, nah, you gotta come in and switch. But nah, man. So I didn't take the role.
Okay.
So yeah, there were some movies that came at me straight up, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Even though I would have got paid fat.
Wow.
And I turned it down. So yeah.
Do you hate people like name Hector in real life?
No, I'm good, man. N.O.R.E, like, what you going through? Is this Cowboy time or what?
I thought it was a joke.
No,
right?
I'm like, you gonna
and I'm really going through your discography, and it's like, yo, he paid Hector 38 times.
Yeah.
Did you realize that?
Yeah. So I'll give you the quick story on that, man.
Okay.
So in Hollywood, they only know 2 names for Mexican actors, bro. It's Hector and Carlos. Because every time I ever got a script, I kid you not, it was Hector or Carlos. It got so bad that my
they couldn't throw Jose in there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, we got other names out there. You know what I mean? Pablo, whatever, dog. Like, we got names.
Get a in there.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, let me talk to someone. You know what I mean? I'm like, where's the heart of this happening from, dog? Straight up. And no, it got so bad that my manager would call me up. I kid you not. She'd be like, "You're not going to believe this." And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Another role for Hector." I said, are you stupid or what? Like, I go, "You're playing, right?" She's like, "I ain't playing." I'm like, "All right, whatever," right? So, yeah, dog, like, so this is the quick way of saying it. It truly, really, genuinely started out as a coincidence thing, but as it happened so much coincidentally, I just made it a thing. So now it's like, you know what? I'm gonna ride this out,
right.
And that's it. But what I love about it though is I'm the first actor ever to break that chain. There's been no other actor out there that has played a different role with the same character name. I'm the first one to do that. So that's my. So I'll drink to that. So I feel like that's my own little personal tag. You know, like every actor, like you got your own niche, gift that makes N.O.R.E, that no one could top. You know, that no one. And this person got his gift and his gift and his gift and so on. I take that as my little, my little token. You know what I'm saying? So, so whenever I quote unquote got the power to do it, whenever I do a movie now or whatever, now I actually request it. I say, "Hey man,
I was about to ask you that."
Yeah, now I was gonna say like, "Hey, can I be called Hector in this movie?" And 90% of the time they say yeah. And so
they're like, "Of course, Hector."
Yeah, I'm starting to think it's my real name. I'm about to go to the DMV and switch it up, make it my middle name or something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Long story short, that the Hector thing, I'm just riding it out till whatever, until the wheels fall off.
Right. Do you ever think you'll play a doctor?
You know, it's funny, man, you say that one right there, because if I play a doctor, now I'm acting. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I play a lawyer or something like that, now I'm acting. Right. But, pretty much all the roles that I've done have pretty much been me in real life. Yeah. And so I laugh, because I got a lot of actor friends, but you know how it is. Now I just slap a camera in front of you, and you just do you, and now, hey, you're an actor. Right. Even though N.O.R.E was being N.O.R.E, you feel me? Right. So I love to be challenged, though. Right. I do want to, I believe if no one gives you the opportunity, give the opportunity to yourself. Right. So I do love to be challenged. So now I've been taking on different roles where I just did a movie where I played a cop. It's called Locksmith, with Ryan Phillippe and Ving Rhames. Okay. And so I got that one, and then I got some other flicks where I do play some different roles. Okay. But I ain't gonna lie up front. 85% of the time I'm just playing me. Hector. Yeah, Hector. So I'm like, cool. If it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix it. Let's roll with it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Make some noise. Yeah. Is it? Did you ever feel like stagnated by I mean, for instance, like I get the black guy role, right? If I'm right.
Like pigeonholed to
that's what I'm trying to say. You ever felt like that or
not really, man? Because my thing is you got to get in first to change the game. You know what I'm saying? And this is what got me in to be able to change the game and start making some other movies where I could play different roles. Right. But it's fun playing the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? I want to play a good guy. That's boring. Right. But you know what I'm saying? So long story short, if I can keep on playing these roles, I'm cool with it. I ain't tripping. But again, that don't mean that I won't take on the role of a doctor or something else. Right. You know what I'm saying? But
a dog walker.
I don't feel like I'm pigeonholed or whatever. Because again, I'm doing other movies that are making me break out of just that character also as well.
Would you play a dog walker?
A dog walker.
Like a gangster dog walker?
You trying to do dog whisperer or what?
Hector, isn't that guy's name Hector? That dog whisperer guy?
No, for real?
I think so. The dog chaining guy. His name is Cesar.
You were giving us a multiple choice, so trip.
Can you bring up all his movies? So I want him to say something about each and every movie.
Damn, we're going to be here for a minute.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're playing a memory game now.
I'm like, man.
Yo, what are you eating over there, Mr. Lee?
You was on The Walking Dead? I saw that in...
Yeah, so I was on the first season of The Walking Dead, man. That was cool. That was a different role right there. I played a nurse.
Oh, really?
In that movie, yeah. I was just the guy who was given the medication in an old people's home, a convalescent home. So that was kind of a different role. But yeah, there's, like I said, there's some out there. But I got to think, man. Like, you put my thinking cap on, and I can't even... I'm stuck right now. I can't even...
Do you feel there's much of a difference, the experience of doing a movie versus
television?
Yeah,
in a television show, you can't ad-lib that much. In a television show, they're a lot more locked on the script. On a television show, you got to pretty much stick word for word. In movies, you get the freedom of being able to make it your own and play with it and do whatever you want. But in a TV, and I first learned my lesson on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. When I did Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which was one of my first biggest shows that I did show-wise, I came in and I went all off script. And the director was like,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
and dude, Sarah Michelle Gellar got all upset. She said, what are you doing? I was like, I'm doing the scene. What are you doing? Right? I'm doing the part, you know what I mean? And the director came, was like, what the hell I go, what do you mean? I go, I do movies, I ad-lib all the time. It's cool. He goes, well, this isn't a movie, man. It's a TV show. Oof. And he goes, you stick to word. Dude, I had to learn that thing in 5 minutes or less, bro.
Wow.
I was stressed out like a mug, you know what I'm saying? Wow. So I came back, and thank God, at that time, I was good at my memorizing skills or whatever. I learned it in 5 minutes or less, and I pretty much came back 98% word for word, and he was like, all right, cool. But I never got, you know, in trouble or whatever you want to call it more than on a TV show for ad-libbing. And that's where I learned my lesson, because TV shows, you know, they're on channel 2, 4, 7, 11, 13. So they get afraid if you go off script. They don't want you to say something that's not right for the network, and then they got to, you know, not do the show or air the show or beep it or bleep whatever. So,
because they already approved that script. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So there you got to stick word for word. They don't mess around on those ones.
You see Entourage?
Pieces of it, like here and there. I don't watch much TV, dog, to keep it real with you. Every time someone's telling me of a new show, man, I'm like, Dad, I didn't watch the thing you told me about last week. There's too much to watch now, man. I can't keep up.
You're not a Netflix guy?
I can't keep up, man. I'm still watching Back to the Future and Terminator and Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching the movies we grew up on, dog, because a lot of the new crap is crap.
Okay. We're going to run through.
In my opinion.
We're going to run through a couple.
It's hard to find a good movie nowadays.
The joints that you've been in, okay? And we're going to just say something about it. The Mustang, 2019.
That movie was cool, man. That was, what's his name? Jason, he played Eazy in Straight Outta Compton.
Okay,
I forget his last name, but yeah, it was, he was the star of that film. That was a cool one. That was a true story about prisoners who train horses to race.
Oh, shit.
So they actually go out there, they catch wild horses, and they use the prisoners to train them to race. When you go gamble and place a bet on horse races, some of those horses were wild horses that were trained by actual prisoners in prison.
That's crazy.
And so I didn't know any of that, and that's where I learned how to ride horses. So I got free horse riding lessons on that one.
Wow.
So yeah, check out the Mustang. It's an okay movie. I ain't gonna lie. It's 50-50. It's all right.
Okay. John Wynn's Mirror Mirror.
That was a faith-based movie that we did. That was an independent joint. That movie's all right.
Okay. The Mule.
The Mule was with Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, I remember
and that one was a true story also. Yeah. And to be a part of that joint was off the hook. So Clint Eastwood, working with him, it was crazy because...
Was he racist?
If he was, I didn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was cool to me, dog.
Okay.
But I think, you know, me, you, or anyone in this room, if he was racist, we would have said something, right?
Right.
You know? Right. But yeah, long story short, he was cool to me.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he's dude, that guy's, when I did that movie, I think he was pushing 84.
Yeah, and he's acting and directing movies
and directing, yeah. And that was a crazy experience because Clint Eastwood, all his movie, he doesn't yell cut, action. All his movie, he does sign language. So he literally does sign language with the people on set, and action is like they'll sign language you action, and he'll just direct you like real calmly, like, all right, N.O.R.E, like, do your scene and show me what you got, and just do it with him here, and I'm just gonna watch and just keep the camera. That's how he directs, and you're like, all right, and you just jump into it and do what you do. And so yeah, working with Clint Eastwood was a trip, man. It's interesting in this business because you work with a lot of directors, and to get to see how they direct different. One guy got this skill set, this guy got this skill set, and so on and so on. So to be able to get that, it just sharpens you on your side of your craft because you've seen so many different angles of how they come at it, and it just makes you better. You know, I say there's no better training than being on the field itself. You know what I'm saying? How many movies are you gonna go through, G? Because I got over we can't go through all. I got like over 200 and something, dog. Someone talk to this guy.
Yeah, El Chicano.
That movie was, shout out to my boy Ben Bray. El Chicano, that was a movie with George Lopez and some other cats were up in there. And long story short, that movie was kind of like the first Mexican Batman movie. They were trying to make a Latino a superhero. And that's what they were going for. It didn't work out too well, but we tried.
Did it call Ricky Martin? He's already a superhero.
I know, yeah. What kind of superhero is he, though? That's the question I'm playing.
All right, Beyond the Skyline.
That was part 2. That was an alien joint that we did.
Sci-fi.
Yeah. To be honest, Frank Grillo was the star of that joint. And that was part 2 to part 1. So that was a cool flick to work on. I knew a producer who I worked with on some other projects, and he slapped me up in there. This is gonna take too long.
No. It's
all right. We only got 89.
It's only 2 pages.
It's only 2 pages. Don't worry. We ain't pull up everything. Ricola?
Which one?
Ricoli?
You got to come with subtitles on that one.
Ricola?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Recoil.
Oh, recoil.
Yeah, recoil. Yeah.
He was giving you a multiple choice.
I'm dyslexic.
Yeah, he's giving you an ABC.
My bad.
We good. Don't worry, it's a show. We can cut that.
All right, cool.
Recoil. That was a movie I did with Steve Austin and my boy Machete. That was a cool flick. That one I actually like. We played some
Steve Austin, the wrestler?
Yeah.
And did he drink beers?
Oh, that guy was the nicest guy on set.
Really?
Man. Cool cat, friendly dude.
Wow.
Nothing like he is on TV, you know what I mean?
Right.
And but long story short, man, he kicked all of our butts on that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he took us out.
Okay. The Purge, N.O.R.E.
Yeah, that was a cool flick, man. The Purge series was hella cool to be in.
Those are crazy, man.
That's one of the iconic horror movies out there. So to be a part of that franchise was hecka cool to do The Purge. And I did some purging on that. But you already know, like we said earlier, you black or Mexican, you're going to die.
Right.
And I died.
Right. Oh, in the movie.
Yeah, I died in the first half hour on that joint.
Okay, yes. Okay.
You got purged.
I got purged. I thought I was purging and I got purged, exactly.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. So that movie was hella cool, bro. They put a cholo in Gotham City. You know what I mean? I did a movie with Christian Bale, Terry Crews, and it was called Harsh Times. And I worked with Christian Bale for like 2 weeks on that flick, and we got kind of close. And long story short, he recommended me for Batman Dark Knight Rises. And he was like, yo, I want my boy Noel G in this flick. And at first I thought it was a joke. I was like, you kidding or what? And ended up being real. And so, yeah, man. So I had a little spot and that I love, man, because that was my first big superhero movie that I got to do. And so to be a part of that, Batman, come on, that's an iconic film, you know what I'm saying? And that's when Batman was good. I'm not feeling Batman Part 58 and 62 and all these remakes are lame as hell to me, but that's when Batman was good. So to still be a part of it at the birth of Batman, I'm happy about that.
All right. Training Day.
We covered that, didn't we?
Okay, yeah.
I thought we went deep on that one.
True.
Oh, I know what you're doing. We're covering Training Day for Homeboy. Where's he at?
That's right.
I'm playing.
He wants the deep
We did
cuts.
3 reviews on Training Day now, dog. I think Training Day covered, bro. That's the name of this podcast. Street Traps Training Day. Oh, damn, bro.
How long did you train for Training Day?
I know, right? How long did I train for Drink Champ?
The Fast and the Furious, but I think we covered that.
Yeah, I caught a child support case on that one.
Okay, what? What happened? The Fast and the Furious? Child support?
No, I'm playing, but I'm not playing.
Okay. That's the first thing that comes. Wait, because what I was asking is like the first thing that comes in your head.
No, Fast and Furious was crazy because it was like getting paid to party, man. There was a moment where I was like, "Are we filming a movie here?"
Right.
You know what I mean? Like straight up, dog. And that's why we came up with the family line in Fast and Furious because it truly felt like a family. Like all of us were just hanging out, chilling.
Right.
As a matter of fact, a couple of the scenes that we shot, the director didn't even tell us that we were shooting. And he just caught the real moment and he was like, that's a wrap, everybody go home. And we're like, what? We didn't. And he's like, nah, I already filmed it. I got what I need. And he let us go. So it was straight up like that. So for that movie, man, yeah, it was, that was another case where I caught a case.
Okay, well, it's a rumor.
Okay. I'll fact check
that
it.
Ja Rule was on this set.
Yeah, he was in the movie.
He's in the movie.
Yeah.
But then when it came time for number 2, he said no.
Yeah.
and he missed his whole franchise.
And Ludacris took over.
And Ludacris came and
Lud
took
got
over.
it, and that one. It ain't even my money, and it hurts me. That wasn't even my offer, and it hurt me. I was like, damn, dog. I was like, Ja Rule, you might want to double check your answer.
Word.
Triple check that answer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm like, you must have money already to turn that down.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
He could have used some more of that shit. Yeah. All of us good.
Oh, man. Shout out to Jai, man.
That's right. Gamer.
Gamer, that was a cool movie. That was kind of like the first video game movie done back in the early day. And that was a movie with Gerard Butler, the guy from 300, and a lot of other flicks. And long story short, man, what I loved about that movie, that was in the early day and the birth of the video game world. And that movie was made like a video game, and that's kind of what they were going for. And my boy Terry Crews was in there. A lot of cats were up in there. Yeah, I did like 6 with Terry. That's my boy. And long story short, man, what I loved about my career, man, and that I got the blessing for, is that starting early in the game, like when you were there, you know, when I'm there, whatever, is we got the fresh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got it at the birth of what's happening today.
Right.
So to be in it from then to now and see the change and be a part of the change, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, because we know the back then and we know the now. So I don't know. I just love being a part of some of the films that were like, man, I was there when it first started, and I'm here when it's still going.
Okay. Harsh Times.
That was the one that I was just talking about earlier with Christian Bell.
Okay,
that we worked on that film, and that movie was a pretty crazy movie. It was Christian Bell played a war veteran, and he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. When he left the war, he didn't get deprogrammed. So when he came back, he was psycho. He was like a crooked cop. It was still a mental case. And so that was a cool flick. I would definitely recommend checking out Harsh Times.
Who was this? And
my boy David Ayer directed that.
His partner,
who also wrote Training Day.
Who was his partner in that one? That actor?
Freddie Rodriguez, my boy Freddie. So that was a cool flick, though, man. Straight up, that didn't get its due justice. There's a long story behind that, but a lot of people don't know about that movie. But if you get a chance, check that out, Harsh Times. And again, the guy who wrote Training Day
wrote Harsh Times
and directed it.
Oh wow,
that movie's hardcore. Harsh Times. It's hardcore.
You saw it?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Let's talk about Crank. Did you have to smoke Crank to prepare for the role? Fucking with you.
I know, man. Hold up, man. No, I sold the Crank. I'm like Scarface. Don't get high on your own supply. Make the money. But no, long story short, that's a movie with Jason Statham. And, again, man, I was very, very blessed in my career to be able to work with some iconic actors, some definitely bucket list actors, man, that have been in the game and are still strong in the game to this day. Oh, good looking out. Thank you. Good looking out. Thank you. Smart Waters. He trying to make me smart. All right.
And Jason Statham, what movie was he from?
Oh, he's from a lot, G. Jason Statham.
Who? Snatch. All right, that's what I was thinking of. All right, cool. He was in front of the boxing match.
Yeah,
he's front row in the boxing match.
He in a lot of joints. He in a lot of joints.
There you go.
The Beekeeper, a new joint that just came out. Yeah, he in a lot. We could go on and on with his list.
Okay, Hood of Horror.
That was a movie that I first did with Snoop Dogg. That was before. I don't know if that was after or before Training. I'm trying to think, but it was kind of like a Tales from the Crypt. So Snoop Dogg played the Crypt Keeper. He's telling 3 horror stories, and I was in the first horror story that he was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bruce Almighty, we already covered.
Hood of Horror, man, you pulled that. That's a rabbit out the hat right there, because that's a classic. You know, that movie, a lot of people, that's a good Halloween movie. Halloween coming up, check that one out.
And we already covered Bruce Almighty, so.
Yeah, don't get personal, bro. Until we talked about this.
Street Kings.
That was a good one, man. That's with Keanu Reeves and Chris Evans, Captain America. And that movie there, that was also written and directed by David Ayer, who did Training Day.
Oh, wow.
He kept me on his list, man. A lot of my career I owe to David Ayer. Thank you, bro. Because, shout out to David. David Ayer, man, he's a real one, man. He puts you in the game and he keeps you in the game.
Wow.
And there's very few like that out there, and he's one of the few who does that.
So that means you step up to the plate and handle business too.
Yeah. So when people are like that, you got to return the favor. You know what I'm saying? But he put me in like 6 of his flicks. So the last one being Tax Collector with Shia LaBeouf.
Let's talk about Cash Out.
That's a movie I just did recently, man, with Quavo and John Travolta. That's out. It's and then part 2 came out to that too. High Rollers.
Wow.
That just came, and actually that's part 2 to part 1, which is Cash Out. And me and Quavo, we play John Travolta's right hand man. So John Travolta tells us what to do, whatever. And that movie just came out about 2 months ago, so it's still kind of fresh.
Oh, wow.
So if you get a chance, peep that one out.
And where we can find it at?
You can find it pretty much on anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not exclusive to like Netflix or Apple
Yeah,
TV?
that one is easy to find.
Okay.
Yeah, you got John Travolta and Quavo in there. That one's pretty easy to find.
Good.
They just made a part 3 to it too.
Oh, shit. Okay, this is it. No. The Locksmith.
That's the one I was talking about where I play a cop with Vin Rames and Ryan Phillippe, which is actually a pretty damn good movie.
Right.
Now, that's not based on a true story or nothing like that. That's just a movie for entertainment, but it's actually pretty good. That one I'm proud of. I still play a crooked cop, but I play a cop.
How did you prep to be a cop? Did you do any?
Did you eat donuts?
I've been arrested by enough to prep.
Okay. Okay, you want to do the next couple of ones?
I don't have.
It's in front of you.
What happened?
Replica. Oh man, that movie. I remember it, but I forget it. I can't even speak on that one. I forget that movie.
That's how dope your life is. He forgets doing. That's how dope the motherfucker life is, bro.
No, you know what you do though, man? You got to do some of these movies and just forget about them. And like when they come out, they come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's some movies that I did that's funny because it was named something at the time we did it, but then they changed the name later, and I'm like, oh, that movie never came out.
Right.
Find out that it was out. It's been out for 5 years, and I'm like, they changed the name. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
So I didn't even watch my own flick yet.
Yeah, they changed it from.
And now they don't even do movie premieres no more. That's out the door.
Because of COVID.
Unless you a superhero movie or something like that, you ain't doing movie premieres no more.
Budget wise, also.
Because now they know they're making more money by just slapping it in everyone's living room. Now it's right there, so it's just the new world now.
Was this Corsicana?
Corsicana, yeah, that's another movie that that was a cowboy joint. That was a cowboy joint that we did. And yeah.
You got John Wayne on?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. That's all I know about that one.
That's all you remember?
Yeah. What do you guys put in this drink, dog? What's up, bro? Am I drinking Monster or something else?
That's Monster.
Hey, let me just ask you a question. How was it to work with Denzel? I'm playing.
Don't worry, we're going to come back to that.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm playing.
Under the Stadium Lights.
That was a movie with, don't even tell me, I forget, is it Lawrence Fishburne? Guy from The Matrix, Boys in the Hood. He was the dad in Boys in the Hood. It's Lawrence Fishburne, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
That was a movie with Lawrence Fishburne and Milo Gibson, Mel Gibson's son.
Wow.
And that movie was actually a true story about a counselor who was counseling people, and he turned around a lot of lives for the better. So that was like a good, positive, like turn your life around type movie.
Okay. Hustle Down.
That movie. That was a movie actually I shot here.
In Miami?
Yeah.
In Miami.
Okay, wow.
And who was in that movie? It was
Pitbull?
No. I know, right? No. You would think that. But you would think that automatic. Hey, actually, we should have slapped Pete in that flick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was someone. Oh my God, it's gonna kill me now. Let's come back to that.
Okay.
I got to think now.
All right. The Cleaner.
It's just gonna hit me out of nowhere.
The Cleaner.
The Cleaner?
Yeah.
You got me on that one, too.
He's all cleaned out with The Cleaner.
You refreshing my memory, dog, straight up, man.
I think I've seen this movie, The Cleaner.
I feel like I saw like an assassination. No.
Yeah.
Like
Is that one, Has?
It could have been. I don't know.
Where,
I forget, G. You got me, dog.
Yeah.
You got me.
All right, we'll come back to that.
I feel like Has does algebra when he's Googling
You
be like, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, you taking me back to the starting.
We only got 3 more left. I think we can get back to
go ahead, dog.
Okay, War of the Worlds.
That was an alien flick that I did actually with Alec Baldwin. So that was
he shooting people on the set?
that was before.
He shot people, you know what I mean?
No, it was the brother.
Oh,
not Alec Baldwin. It was the
no, it was
the guy in trap.
It's Alec who's
No, it was Alec.
clapping
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
No, it's Alec who clapping
But
shit.
he's talking about who was in the movie with you.
Oh, who's in the movie?
yeah.
It was
one of
Alec
the-
clapping shit.
Yeah. No.
He
But it was before that mess.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was before
But he
that
didn't mean
mess.
to do it. Let's
You
be
know what
fair.
I'm
Hey, man, he outside.
He thought it was a blank.
yeah,
He thought it was a blank.
That's what they all say. Half of people in jail said that they thought it was a blank.
No, there was a blank actually. That had something.
One thing that Hollywood has taught me is this, man. I'm gonna tell you like this: if you were not involved personally
Leave that shit
in the
alone.
situation, no, I'm saying, well, that too. But if you were not involved personally in the situation or know the person personally, you really don't know a damn thing about what you're talking about.
True.
Right.
All you know is what was said to you, what was presented. But what you can talk on for sure, 100%, is what you were involved with personally and who you know personally.
Right.
But anything outside of that, you just know what you know by what you were told, seen, or heard, and you really don't know what you're talking about because you weren't involved personally or know the guy personally to really know.
I can
Make
make
sense?
It's all hearsay.
Sometimes I be laughing, dog. Sometimes I call them professional interviewers. Sometimes I be seeing people get interviewed on podcasts or whatever, and I'm like, I know that person in real life. You might not be clapping the way you're clapping if you knew him the way I knew him. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing Hollywood has taught me, bro. But go ahead.
Okay, let's talk about Lazarus.
Lazarus, man. That's a movie I did with actually one of Tyler Perry's people, Holly Carter.
Okay.
They're real connected, and that was a faith-based project.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do a lot of faith-based and a lot of sci-fi.
Yeah, I do whatever pays, dog.
Yeah.
You know, well, almost, besides what I said earlier.
Okay.
Brokeback Gangsters, I turned
So
that
you
down.
didn't pull up the cleaner?
Someone gonna make that movie.
Just tell me. Just say it. Oh, the cleaner?
That's an old joint, man. I don't even really remember it straight up.
Yeah, I got confused. Okay.
Let me see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now
That's
I
the
remember
cleaner?
This. Yeah. This flick was with Bill Paxton's son. And but I'll be real with you, I didn't even see it. And I didn't read the script, so I don't know what the hell it's about.
Se jodió la cosa.
There's some movies I do that's kind of funny. I don't even read the whole script. I shouldn't even be admitting this on camera, but whatever.
Fuck it.
Whatever. I'm gonna give Drink Champ something, dog. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give Drink Champ. Make noise for that, dog. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I'm gonna give Drink Champ something, dog. But there's some movies I don't even read the whole script. I just read my part, do it, and then when I watch the movie, I'm like, oh, that's why I had homeboy in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What do you think about the Hollywood strikes?
I think a lot of it, to keep it 100 is, if I'm just keeping it 100, is about money. It's really what it comes down to, man. It's about money, politics, and that's why, once again, I say, if you weren't involved personally, you really don't know what the real story is behind the camera or behind the scenes.
Right.
You just don't know.
Right.
You just know what's on Front Street, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of it is just propaganda and BS, to keep it 100 with you. And a lot of it is done for, again, a money situation most of the time, if we're keeping it 100.
Right.
Things like that. So I don't even believe in voting. I believe that's rigged. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless you paper count the vote, and who you gonna trust to do that?
Right.
I don't even believe in voting. So again, these are just my opinions.
Right.
I don't put my opinion on anybody else. I just share the way I share, and you take it or don't. But I just think a lot of this stuff is a waste of time. The strikes, and they go out there and they talk and they say, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But at the end of the day, it's all about money. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion.
Are you a
once
part
again.
of any union, like SAG or anything like that?
I mean, you got to be a part of that to work.
to
you know
work,
what I mean?
okay.
So you're kind of forced into that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm financial core, and I did that, so I can work non-union, union, whatever. And there's a lot of actors, and I'm not going to name them, that are big time actors, A+ celebrities that are financial core, and a lot of people really don't know about that. But again, that's why when you're behind the scenes, you know the stuff that the people on Front Street don't know.
Well, school us. What is that exactly? Financial core.
Financial core is just something that you can say you're against the union for its beliefs, and it allows you to work union and non-union jobs.
Got it.
Ooh.
And so what that means is, even if they go on strike, and let's say there's this whole show going on with the union, you could still work while they all up on strike.
Got it.
Which is unfair, but then it's kind of fair because that some of this is BS.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just about trying to shut people down and things like that.
But you still got to be a part of the union, like SAG.
But if you're financial core,
it's like an exemption.
You can, pretty much, and that's what I'm saying.
Like independent, like
you can do independent. But again, there's people on union jobs that are financial core that will work a union job as financial core.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's loopholes.
So you could choose when you work the job which one you want to be. Like if you want to go in as SAG or financial core.
If you're on an independent joint, let's say it's not union,
right,
and you're union financial core, you can work on a non-union job without getting busted by the union.
Okay, got it.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
But if it's union, you might as well just stay union because it's union anyways, and you get the better benefits.
Got it.
Understand?
Yep.
But you could then work union and still get the benefits from the union for being financial core.
Right.
Makes sense?
Yeah. You have options basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like finding the loopholes to be able to stay, relevant and working and stay in it without being in it, but you're in it. Make sense?
Yeah. No, totally.
I'm gonna tell you what the music industry kind of like admires about you guys. Like, you guys stepped up for the actors against AI, and you guys actually made a change. You guys stood up for the writers, and you guys actually made a change. That's something that we haven't been able to do in the music industry. We haven't been able to stand and together and say, yo, you know what? We're not for this streaming. You know what I mean? Because so how does it feel to be a part of an industry that actually did make a change?
No, it's cool. Like, I think in any industry, you have your pros and cons.
Okay.
In any industry, there's good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And this AI stuff, it's crazy because now I don't even need you to be you in a movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I can just computerize you. Yeah. But the problem with that, the reason why a lot of the actors went against that is really, again, what I'm coming back to, which I understand and respect, because, again, this goes so far. This is a whole nother Drink Chat podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Please.
Because it goes so far down the rabbit hole, you know what I mean? But the thing is now is we didn't want to sign our rights to AI because basically it's like what they're doing with Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis can't work no more, but you could still see Bruce Willis in a movie as if he was in Die Hard to this day, slap him in a flick.
No, has there been one?
And he ain't, no, but I'm just saying.
Okay,
but I think there's word out there that one is coming back. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of one that is happening.
Okay.
They're going to AI Paul Walker in Fast and the Furious Part 11.
I heard about that.
So Paul Walker, he passed away. He's still alive in our hearts. I love Paul.
Right.
But all I'm saying is,
but how does he come back? Didn't he die in Fast and Furious?
AI.
No, he didn't die.
He didn't die in the movie?
No, he didn't die in the movie. He just drove
like a mystery, right?
Yeah. He just drove off and they kind of left him driving off, starting a family, and he just went another route.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Does his family get paid for that?
That's my point.
Okay.
That's the fight.
Okay.
Do they get paid or do they not? We don't know.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
And the thing is, they're putting probably small print in the contracts.
You know about the music business. It's like they're putting Tupac on some tracks.
Right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
And who's getting paid for that?
And doing shows like the holograms and stuff like that.
So who's getting paid for that?
Yeah.
That's my question. Do you know?
No, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with AI. So that's why they fought it, because now it's kind of like I can make a whole movie with Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, The Rock, Kevin Hart, whoever I want. And they're like, I wasn't even in that flick.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
I was at home
and if they buy your image, like for instance, if you
well, that's the thing now too, is they could tweak your image. I could put a mole on your nose. It ain't N.O.R.E.
Like copyright.
It ain't N.O.R.E. because in real life, N.O.R.E. don't got a mole on his nose. But I just put a mole on your nose in this flick. That ain't you. That's a whole nother brother. And now your argument is what's up? No, that's me, clearly.
Right.
No, it's not. You got a mole. You ain't got a mole. You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's just, it's like what? Like in court, it's the details that jack you up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's when you sign the contracts, they're putting it in small print so that they're saying, if we make sequels to this, you signing off the AI on this.
Exactly.
And you don't even, if you're not reading all that fine print,
and
or
if you find a way to get over that detail, small, whatever, now it's all in the Mickey Mouse print, you know what I'm saying? It's jacked up. So I don't know, bro. I mean, AI it's a curse and a blessing at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
No matter what.
I know.
That's the thing that we
don't get me started on that page, because we could go down that path too.
Well, our show is about giving people their flowers, where they can smell them, their thoughts where they can think them, and their drinks where they can drink them.
Oh man.
Yes. This is your flowers.
That's straight up love right there, man.
Snoop said it's better than a Grammy because it comes from your people.
That's what's up, man. I love that, man. Snoop, that's what's up. Hey, Snoop, you read my Snoop, dog.
Yes.
These smeller ones.
Yes.
I'm like, come on, dog. Man, that's hella tight, bro. That's clean, man. Thank you, Drink Champs. That's awesome, man. Straight up. This goes straight up in the private collection I got at home, so that's what's up. That's a lot of love.
So I actually,
that's clean, bro. That's clean. Damn, Drink Champs be doing it, dog.
Right.
Straight up, dog. They be doing it, dog. I can take these to the pawn shop too. They gold.
What was your best experience on a movie set? Like for me,
worst experience too.
I want both. I want the best and worst.
No, I got the answers for those. You know what really sucks, to be honest. I'm not gonna name names or put them out there like that or whatever. Is sometimes you heard that saying before? Don't meet your heroes. I've worked on some sets where it was really unfortunate that some of these guys were just not the nicest guys.
Who's Sylvester Stallone came out?
Again, I ain't gonna name no names. Put it out there like that. But I'm just saying, like, it just sucks when you come on a set and you see someone power tripping and, just acting not right. You know what I mean? Like, me, I don't care, man. I don't care if you're the guy who washes the windows on the building or own the building. I'm going to treat everybody with respect. I'm going to treat everybody nice, polite, whatever. But I've been on some sets where some cats were like, "Damn, man, like really, it's like that,"
right?
And that just sucks, So that's
the worst thing.
That's the crappy part of this business, and that's why I said sometimes you see someone on an interview,
right?
And you're like, "Man, if you knew him the way I know him, you might not be clapping. You might be like
the media trained version."
Yeah, I call them professional interviewers. You know what I'm saying? So there's that side of it. The best part about work, and you know how it is, man, on a movie set.
The best set.
And let me just say this last thing, I'm going to jump to that.
Okay.
You know how it is, man. On a movie set, one bad attitude could ruin a whole set.
Yeah.
You got one bad attitude in the mix, it could just set a vibe throughout the whole, that thing spreads like a wildfire.
Right.
And the best would have to be not Training Day. That was a good one too, but we're talking about, it would have to be Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious.
If I go back to it, only because it was like getting paid to party. I'm being straight up. I literally didn't even think we were filming a movie.
Right. And when did y'all filming that?
I thought it was just a bunch of homies hanging out, chilling, wilding out. Like we did on Seven Mummies, just smoking weed, drinking. But it was just like that.
Where was it filmed at?
L.A. Everything was up in L.A.
Like Malibu area?
No, this was in the hood. They were filming in Inglewood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were right there, bro. They were in Inglewood. Where else were they filming? It was next to Gardena, too. They were filming in Gardena. It was funny. That was the first movie ever also in my life that I only had to drive 5 minutes to set.
Wow.
Every other film, I was, traveling an hour or more. Wow. That was the first movie ever. I was like, oh, cool. I got to be there at 2 o'clock. I'm going to get up at 1:55. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Right. Oh, shit. All right.
I roll with you, dog.
Y'all gotta talk about this stuff.
He's saving it. He's saving it.
I'm ready.
He's saving it.
One of my...
Oh, we going there now?
One of my most awkward experiences, right, was we sitting there, we're hanging out. We hit it off immediately. You, Danny, my boy Leezy. We sitting there, we're talking. And I remember the director coming up to me, who's my man. He did my first 2 videos. His name is Nick Queston. And Nick Queston came up to me and he said, the guy Matt is a method actor.
Oh, I know you talking about the bald-headed dude?
No. I'm talking about the lead role. What was the guy that he was in Fast and Furious 2, I believe.
Oh, that guy was a trip. Okay, go ahead.
So he comes up to us.
We did a movie together. We set this up for you. We go on there now.
So by the way, I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about, right? So he comes up to me and he goes,
man,
he's a method actor. So I'm like, all right. I'm thinking like method, like
he has a method.
He has a method of how he does his shit. So I'm not understanding this. He's like, yeah, so he's gonna be this character the whole time.
And N.O.R.E, back up. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I gotta say this just for 2. I'm gonna let you go on just 2 seconds. You were fresh out the gate on your acting career side of things, right?
This is my second movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I remember that part. So go on.
So I have no idea what method acting means, and he said. So then he warns me. He's like, he's gonna be the same guy throughout the whole thing. And I'm sitting there young, smoking weed. I'm like, whatever. This guy acting like that the whole time. The whole time.
Well, what was this character supposed to be like? Just so we know what
All
he's
right, so
acting like.
we break out of jail. We break out of jail, and I believe because it's the treasure of the 7 mummies. When it comes out, it says 7 mummies. But the original title, like you said, that it always changes, was called Treasure of the 7 Mummies. By the way, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Did I like the actual film? No, right? Not really, right? But that experience was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had. Do you remember Ted Turner? The guy, Ted Turner, the guy that I believe Deadwood, and this is before HBO. So he comes up to us and he goes, if you guys see a snake, just back out very slowly. He's like, they won't attack you. So we filming the scene, I don't know if you remember, and we just see our boys just running. we're like, and I couldn't tell if this is racist or not, but guy comes up to us and said, your boys are very fast. I have no idea. All I know is I hear one of my boys sing. Sing goes, oh shit, I dropped the jury. So, all right, so here's what happened. By the way, I'm not there. Me and you are filming the scene.
No, go.
I'm filming the scene.
I'm loving it right now.
And there's tumbleweeds that came, and then I really do see my boy. And his boy just gunning, right?
Wait, where are you guys filming? In the desert?
This is the desert.
Okay.
Arizona.
You can't control this shit. It's a set, but it's not controlled.
Right, it's still wild.
There was a red racer on the set. A red racer is a snake. By the way, this is Snake Land. This is the reason why they call it Arizona Diamondbacks.
Right.
Diamondback is a snake.
Right.
I had to find it out. So anyway, we filming, and then like I said, I see my boys just run by mad fast, and I'm like, where the fuck could they be running from? Like, oh, it's not jokes. So the guy says, man, your friends are very fast. And I couldn't help but to think, like, what is he saying? So I go over to them, and he goes, and one of my friends just said, man, Ted Turner's full of shit. He told me not to run. He ran too. So apparently they're sitting there, and so we were in the film, but then we wanted our boys to get in the film, so they put on fucking like cowboy shit, and they're running around with the spurs, and they're not really realizing like we're still in the fucking jungle, we're in the fucking desert. So from what I hear, Danny, I think that's your boy name, right? Danny and Leezy, they walked over a snake, and when they woke it up, they hit him, and it woke him up. It's called a red racer, because this is probably the only snake that does chase you. So they went, and the snake went at him.
True story, man. True story.
They bound it, and my man sick at my whole jury. He drops it. Luckily, the snake didn't want the jury. The snake wanted their ass. So
Snake was looking in.
Yo, so I'm sitting there, and it was just like a wonderful experience, man.
Oh yeah, no. Come on, dude. No.
And let me big up to something real quick. Nick Queston has a film right now where he infiltrated white. What is that shit called? What's the people that stormed the Capitol?
The MAGA community?
Yo, he
Or that's not what they're calling them. The Capitol rioters?
All right, so he has.
I don't know.
He has a documentary right now. This shit is fucking awesome. Where he enters like MAGA, right? Like this little secret world, and
Or QAnon.
because one of them dudes is Cuban.
No, man, not Cubans. QAnon.
But one of the dudes.
Oh, you're talking about the Proud Boy. Oh, the Proud Boy.
The Proud Boy. That's what it is. The Proud Boy.
Yeah.
One of the dudes is Cuban.
The dude that got locked up. He was Cuban.
Yeah. So he goes and he infiltrates them, right? He goes and acts like one of them. And he films all of this shit. He tells them, because he got a British accent, they trust him. They trust him, the British accent. And
they trust him because of the British
you kind of trust people from
when they got an accent, you just automatically.
He's harmful, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's a good person, man. He watched Sherlock Holmes and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, so he infiltrates them, and then after he infiltrates them, January 6th happens, and he goes and testifies against these guys, and he says, yes, Your Honor, I have all the footage. They literally gave him the footage. Like, this shit is crazy, Nick. I ain't gonna lie, you out of your mind.
Well, they all got pardoned. Yeah. They got pardoned.
Yeah, but they went to jail.
No, because of him.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, he's the biggest one. Oh, he the nigga's more bigger than Nick Preston.
Oh, yeah.
He went deep undercover.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but
Well, we gotta hide him here at Drink Champs.
yeah, shit. But that's set. What movie was that for you? Because that was my second or third. What movie was that for you?
That was pretty like. I don't know, man.
You was double digits already?
I don't keep track like
Okay,
that. You know what
okay.
I'm saying? And
What year was that? Because I had more or less.
Let's Google it.
Yeah, actually, yeah. What year was that? Because if I know that, then I
think
can kind of give you a.
2007.
Oh, 2007?
I think.
If it was 2007, it was probably like maybe my 30th or something like that.
Damn,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, I was like, probably in
Double
there, yeah.
digits already.
What? 2005 was close.
Yeah.
I was close.
Yeah, it was.
Now, is that when it came out or is that when we filmed it? Or you did it?
I mean, if that's when it came out, then you filmed it even earlier than that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we must have filmed
Because
like.
I remember when you moved to
2004,
Miami, you had already done it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget,
Yeah.
man, to keep on. Martin Cove was in it from Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
The girl Serena Vincent was in it from
Yeah.
Cabin Fever. She's a famous horror star.
I played the black guy. I fucked,
yeah.
and they killed me immediately.
I wasn't too far after you,
Yeah.
straight up, dog.
Yeah, but it was crazy
But
because
you had a crazy killing though, because remember your head
Yes,
rolled down.
yes,
I remember
yes,
that
yes,
part, dog.
yes.
They took off his whole head, dog, and it rolled, bro.
So they made a head
I
that
was
looked
like, oh
yours?
man,
That must have been
they
weird.
did my boy N.O.R.E. like that, man. I was like, nah.
And then
You should have kept the head. Did you keep
Listen,
it?
It was actually a prop head. It looked pretty legit, right?
But then
Remember we were messing
they
with
had
it.
a guy to play the stunt guy, and they didn't realize I'm black, so the stunt guy is white.
No way.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, if you ever look at what's the shit, Roscoe Jenkins? If you ever look at it when Monique is hitting Martin, it's the same exact thing. Martin falls as a white guy. Go look at it, Roscoe Jenkins. Like I'm that type, but
That's funny, man.
I remember shooting the scene, and I remember Nick like setting me up. He was like, "Yo," he leaned to the girl and he said, "Scratch him for real." And so as she's on top of me, she just. And if you look at the actual shit, I actually push her like, yo, what the fuck? And then I jump out the window and it's like, I'm really mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he told her to really scratch me, but I didn't think she was going to really do it.
Right.
I thought she was going to fake it like, ah. And she scratched the shit out of me. And I was like, holy shit. I was lucky I didn't have a wife back then.
And that's what happens in non-union movies.
Yeah, non-union movies. Now, that was
Just like
independent.
that. Yeah,
That was
that's what I'm saying.
Union
I know.
would not allow that.
And that's what I'm saying. Union wouldn't allow that.
I know how I got. I was like what my son says, forced. Like I was forced, right? Like I couldn't tell Nick Preston no. How did that movie get to your agent? Because that was an independent film. He's a hip hop director. He's not really known in Hollywood. He's known in hip hop. So how did
Well, it was crazy because a lot of the music video directors at that time were trying to do movies. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like a lot of them were jumping in on that
Like
game
Hype
because
Williams,
Hype Williams was one of them.
Yeah.
I did a commercial with him, and that's what ended up happening. They all wanted to make that transition because they knew there was more money in the movies. You know what I'm saying? So, but they still did the music videos as well.
Right.
Because again, remember I said you got to get in to do something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was the way they started slowly creeping into the game. But that one was legit. I mean, as far as like the agent side, it went through the agent, and then I got the call, and but for that one I just got a straight offer. He didn't audition me or nothing like that. But I got some stories on that set that maybe you don't know about too.
Okay, hold on. But let me say one more.
But I remember when we both showed up, we both brought crew with us. I brought my homies.
Hold
He
on,
brought his.
I'm gonna let you get. I'm gonna
You
let you
invite
get
one. You
I'm gonna
invite
let you
them
get that. But let me just remind you of one thing. To this day, I mean, the brother passed away. God bless.
Oh, if you say what I think you're going to say, I got a story for you.
DMX.
Oh, no, not that. Okay, never mind.
DMX.
Yes, those were.
I did. That
was
the
good
Latin
times.
station in Arizona, whatever it was at the time. I believe Oye Mexicano was just coming out, so I did the Latin station, right? And DMX calls me. He's like, "You in Arizona, dog?" I'm like, "How the fuck you know I'm in Arizona?" He's like, "I listen to Telemundo too." Very racist. Like, yo, come on, it's not Telemundo, man. Like, he's like, "Yo, man, come down." Because I believe we was in Tucson, and I believe he was in Phoenix. Right?
I remember we drove over there. Remember we had that hour drive to the van? Yeah.
So I remember. Like I'm like, yo, I'm saying something, and that's when the dude finally broke character. Like the lead character, he was like, "Was you talking to DMX?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, we can go to the barbecue. I was like, I'm gonna rent a van, dog, and we all gonna go. And I was like, so it's like, all right, cool. So we rented a van. We all went down. DMX had a 4-wheeler for each and every one of us, and we went out riding. I fell. My whole shit was messed up. I went back. I was the only one who went back. But here's what's crazy.
Gee, I still got the pictures.
Okay. Here's what's crazy. So the dude, I believe his name is Matt. I don't know if it wasn't. You should look up the lead role has in the 7 Mummies. I believe it's Matt.
It's the same guy from Past One. So
so anyway, we get back to the house and everyone is getting in the pool, and Matt just gets undressed and he has a thong on.
Oh shit.
And DMX just gave it to me. You're managing him. Yo, you're managing him, man. And like, if you're not from New York, you don't know that because we could diss you right in your face.
Oh man.
And he was like, yo, you're managing him, man. And everybody is laughing, and he does not catch on. Like he's sitting there swimming, putting his hair back,
like he in the Olympics or something.
And I'm talking about he gets out. Starts doing that, and then he wants to go back in because they go like, at some point in the night they go, we hunt our own dinner, and I was like, what? And they was like, yeah, we're going to hunt snakes, and I was like, peace. So I stayed back, and Matt got right back in the pool, and with this dog on, and it was crazy. So to this day, God bless, because DMX passed away. He'll still be like, I remember you brought them people to my crib. You're managing them. And I'll be like, yo, X, man, let that shit go. But that was a great
No, that's hilarious.
What was your stories from that?
No, that's hilarious, dog. I thought you were going to bring up something else, but now I thought you were going to bring up when he started tripping, remember? Because we had the weed in the van.
Oh, I was like, I forgot that part.
Yeah,
I forgot that part.
And then when he got caught by the cops, because we were rolling on the RVs or whatever, the ATCs, and the cops started chasing us. And I just followed DMX, remember?
Oh, yeah. No, I was already hurt. I went back to the house by that time.
You were there for that?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Oh, I thought you were there for that. Oh, my God, man.
Explain.
So we riding because, we with DMX, so we thinking everything cool, you know what I mean? Like, now everything legal. Everything legal now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything legal. And come to find out it was illegal. But it was funny though, because the cops rolled up on us. I can't even make this stuff up. Cops rolled up on us and DMX just jetted out and I just followed him. But Matt, he rolled up to the cops trying to explain a story. I was like, nah, you don't do that, bro. Oh, it was hilarious, man. But they let him go later or whatever. Remember, he came back like an hour and a half, 2 hours later.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I was with the cops. I almost got arrested. DMX was mad because he was like, dude, my ATCs, he thought they were stolen. You know what I'm saying? It was hilarious, dog. But I thought, but I don't know if you remember, it was funny because I remember we were all in the van and then you pulled out the bag of weed.
Oh, yeah.
And we were happy because we gonna smoke.
Yeah.
But he was like, you guys got weed in the car?
Good.
Remember he started tripping?
You got to remember.
He was all scared, bro.
He was weed was
it was illegal at that time, you know what I mean?
But now
we were happy campers because you brought the grass.
I'm going to blow up one more thing.
Do you remember that though?
Yes, I do. And I'm going to blow up one more thing.
Remember he started tripping a lot and he was getting upset. And
So after that.
That's what I thought you were going to bring up.
After that, I fell off of the ATV. I fell off the ATV. I got way too drunk, way too fast, right? And I pressed.
You accelerated?
No, I thought I was pressing. I was pressing brake, flipped over. Ooh. I ran into a cactus.
Oh.
Now, if you don't know,
I think I remember that.
Everybody thinks a cactus pokes you. That's not what it does. It hooks into you. So I'm so drunk, I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me keep drinking. Because you gotta go like this to get the cactus out. You gotta unhook yourself. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do this later. Let me enjoy my whatever, right?
So you partying with cactus stuck to your back.
So yeah, so in the morning I woke up before we went to set, and I went to the hospital. They took it all out. It was like you ever get splinters?
Yeah.
It was something like that. But I'm in the morning. So they gave me like painkillers. Painkillers didn't work. But you remember the chick from Cabin Fever?
Yeah. Oh, she played nurse on you?
Yo, listen to me. I came back and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, No.
Yeah, right.
I'm fucked up and they gave me this bullshit shit. I don't know what she gave me.
She had that secret.
But it was the quick fix.
Because I just looked and I was like, she just looked like she knows what she's talking about.
No. She was so fine. We just accepted what she was talking about.
No, I didn't even. I swear to God,
She gave you a mystery pill. You took it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you wild.
No, look, this is all the Adderalls and all the shit these people do right now. She had the whole shit. Like back then in 2003, she pulled it out like, N.O.R.E,
She had a first aid kit.
What do you feel? I was like, dizzy.
Sad.
In pain over here. She was like, here's this one for this one, and then in half an hour you come back, you see me, you're gonna take this one. And I did that shit. She was my nurse on set. I swear to God. I never seen her again. Never seen her again. Like for
Hey, dog, you had a sexy nurse on set though, dog. Straight up.
For 3 or 4 days, we had a ball. But
That's hilarious.
I imagine. Like the other day, I was watching Canelo and Crawford, right? And not the fight, right? But I'm talking about, I did watch the fight, but we'll get to that. But the camaraderie of them sitting there training with their crews reminds me of like how a rapper is before you get on set. It reminds me of, before you get on stage. It reminds me of when you prepping for a movie, you sitting around. Is that something that? Is that something that you're addicted to, like being on set and like, you know, having your boys, you know, that probably could never be here and having them join you?
No, I mean, it's cool being on a set, you know what I mean? I love working and staying on sets is fun and all that. And I think we got, the way I say it about this business, you know, I say it like this. We're in the best, worst, best business ever.
Yeah,
That's how I say it. I say we're in the best, worst, best business ever. I like it because, you know, we get to always do stuff like this. You're always in a different spot. You meet new people. It's never the same thing. It's always somewhere different. You travel everywhere. There's a lot of pros on that side. You know what I mean? And then it's the worst because, you know, but this is anywhere, but I'm just saying our business the most because I've never seen it as much as in our business. It's the most cutthroat, two-faced, backstabbing,
like
piece
fake,
of crap,
fake
piece of crap business ever. And that part just makes me so sick, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I say it's the best, worst, best business ever. Right. But as far as like working, you know, and I never repeat something that I will not give the person credit who I heard it from. And my boy Emilio Rivera made this comment, and I think it was one of the best comments ever. He said, "You can't teach what we live." So for me, my whole point in saying that, I just repeat that, but that's a shout out to my boy Emilio Rivera because he said that, and I was like, that's good, I'm gonna take that. But I'm always gonna give him his credit when I take it. Let him know it didn't come from me. But anyways, he said, you know, once again, you can't teach what you live. And so my point is, when I'm doing a role, I really don't prepare. I'm one of the sloppiest actors out there, straight up, dog. Like I said, I don't read the script. I just read my part. I go in there, I do what I do. It is what it is. And later when I watch the movie, I'm like, oh, that's why my character did that and did that and did that. And I'm like, okay, now I get the story. Like even when I go watch the damn movie, it's fresh because I ain't read the script. I don't know what the hell it's about. I just know as long as what I'm doing is legit, I'm in. And so, yeah, that's how that goes. You know what I mean? So I've never really had to prepare that deep. Now, in respect to that, though, if I'm playing a doctor, or you know, I'm gonna prepare, whatever. I'm for something like that.
Accountant.
I'm gonna go in more prepared.
Out of character.
I'm gonna go in more ready and like that. But for most of my stuff, like, I just do what I do, and it is what it is.
You're like, Hector's here.
Yeah, like exactly. And like, all right, next. So yeah, that's how that go.
Did you go for Canelo in this fight?
Man, so I'm just gonna give you my opinion on boxing, bro, since we go on there. I'm not even a boxing fan no more, dog. We need Mike Tyson back.
Yeah, he's coming
I think
back.
all the fights are fake. I think they're fixed. I think you're watching Dancing with the Stars in a ring.
Damn.
And my whole thing now, you know, to be straight up, if you want to watch a real fight, watch a nobody trying to become a somebody. That's when you get the real fights. But once they rich and they millionaires, excuse my language, we get bitch ass fights. And I'm sick of it, bro. So I don't support really the boxing no more, to keep it 100. I support the people who are, you know, trying to become somebody, because that's when they're really fighting. But once they become millionaires, I get these watered down fights. And I'm like, I want a Mike Tyson back. That's my dude. So I put it out there. I care less, man. Like I said, I just say what I think. And it is what it is. People can agree or not agree. You know, we got different people in this world. Some will agree with this. But I think all the fights we watching now, I'm watching Dancing with the Stars. I'm not a fan of boxing no more, dog, because to me, it just got watered down.
How about Tank and Jake Paul? Who you going for?
Oh, come on, dog. Like, dude, Jake Paul is nothing but a check, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, dog. So and like, they're getting paid and cool, but you ain't watching the real fight. You watching the show.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like the show, though.
Okay, well, then watch the show. If you like it, cool. But I ain't watching the show.
I like the circus.
I get it, but I'm cool. I'd rather watch a Mike Tyson fight when it was real fighting back in the days.
All right.
That's just me.
There's a couple of Crawford's a dog though.
I mean,
Crawford
again, man.
He did make millions of dollars though.
I'm just saying, man. I just haven't seen a real fight with championship fighters in a long time, in my opinion.
Yeah, you should have watched the fight.
I feel like MMA took over that realm.
Because a lot of people are critiquing.
I didn't give it its chance because some of the other Canelo fights, to me, were not real fights. It was kind of like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they were punching enough, swinging enough. So I do know a lot of people that are in the boxing world. And, you know, of course you're going to defend it if you're in the boxing world. So I'm talking from an outsider looking in. Mm-hmm. But I believe when we got our best fights, once again, were the Mike Tyson days. But this is what Homeboy said, and I'm not going to name his name, but he said this. He said, man, you got to understand, man, like when we boxing, that hurts. When you get punched a lot, you get hit a lot, and we in a ring, and we fighting. It's like an NFL football player. The reason why they run to the side is because when you get tackled so much, there's a point where if you can avoid a tackle, you avoid a tackle. You feel what I'm saying? So the boxer, that's how he kind of explained it. So a boxer does the same thing. But I think sometimes because it's like when homies go into the ring, man, I like when they go for them quick knockouts and they're swinging. You know what I mean? And even on some of the last, like the 10th, 11th, and 12th ring, even then, you don't see all the swinging and punching. I'm like, at some point, go at it.
This fight was it. Was it?
Was it? Well, the reason why I didn't give it a chance is because I got tired of the fights before. So maybe now,
I love all the fights.
Well, maybe I go back and watch it.
All the fights before that, you talking about on Netflix?
I'm talking about
the fights before.
I'm talking about the fights before. I believe were watered down. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
Now you the first Mexican I ever heard say that. Everybody,
because most people will say what they need to say to be liked and loved, and a lot of people don't speak their real mind because they're afraid of being hated on or an outcast. I say it like it is. I tell people like this, man. You're gonna like me. You're gonna hate me for two reasons. One, I tell you the truth and you can't handle it, or two, you just came up with your own story on why you hate me. But I'm not gonna lie or flavor stuff up to accommodate the world of how I think.
No, because Canelo fans is like Trump fans. You can't convince them. Like they still think that he won. He lost.
Well, like I said earlier, the voting I believe is rigged. You know what I'm saying? I believe they already know who's gonna. And there's a documentary. If you want to get deep on it, there's a documentary that exposes the voting, and it's called "Facism to Freedom."
No, I've never heard of this.
If you ever, I'm gonna text it to you. Text it to the whole camp.
Yes.
It's called "Facism to Freedom," and basically what it says, like, if the vote is not paper counted on a computer, it could be flipped 51-49. It's very easy to flip it on a computer. So it goes down the rabbit hole of how and what, but then even if it's paper counted, who do you trust to do that?
And even if it's legit, the electoral system is all fucked.
And that's why, once again, I say, if you're not personally involved yourself, what do you honestly really know other than what was told and presented to you? You don't know jack diddly squat. You guys know the N of Drink Champs because you win it.
That's right.
So you know the real of the real here.
That's right.
And when someone else talks on Drink Champs or whatever, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, and you like, oh, come on, they don't know what they're saying because they ain't in it. You feel what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. So I'm not gonna say something to be liked. I'm gonna say what I say, and I'm gonna be either liked or not liked for how I think or what I said. And it'll be what it is.
What's your favorite sport?
I like basketball, football. Baseball's cool to watch live, but not on TV, in my opinion.
And the game, in the game, when you go to the game, it's cool.
That's what I'm saying. When it's just some sports are made for live, not on TV. Like ice hockey, I was never an ice hockey fan until I watched a game live.
I like when they fight.
That's what I'm saying. I saw my first game live, and I was like, damn, ice hockey is on, bro. It's on and cracking.
Right.
And then I became a fan when I saw it live. I didn't really care about ice hockey until I saw a game live. Then I became an ice hockey fan. You feel me?
So if someone was to call you for a sports role, what would you prefer?
Soccer.
Soccer?
Yeah, just because I'm a good soccer player.
Really?
So yeah, I'm Mexican, man.
I didn't figure that.
For some reason, I knew you were going to say soccer.
He's like, I knew that one.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
I knew that one, right?
No, I didn't think he was gonna say soccer.
I knew it.
No. Soccer's my game.
Because you
dog.
actually
Straight
play
up.
soccer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I love playing soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to make this clear too, I want to put this on real quick. There's no hate on Canelo or any of this stuff. There's no hate on anybody.
No,
All I'm saying is, I just believe, excuse my language, that nowadays we get bitch ass fights,
Right.
and I'm just sick of it. So I don't support it. So until I get some real boxers back in the ring, then I'll jump back on it. Because I'm a boxing fan.
Right.
I love boxing, bro.
Right.
Straight up, man. Like, ask me anything about the Tyson's fight, Holyfield,
Right.
you know, all the old George Foreman, whoever you want to bring up, Ali, like, all day long. I'm a legit boxing fan. But some of the boxing matches we have nowadays are just bitch-ass fights, and I'm like, nah.
Yo, let's get rid of these bitch-ass fights.
Like, I'm just like, nah, let's put some
should
real
be a
boxing
t-shirt.
back on the... But, you know, hey.
Well, Dana White look like he's doing good to me.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Hate me or love me for what I said, but it's all good.
We got a quick time. Let's do some. So get some drinkers in here for them.
Yeah, you want to pick a drinker?
Well, what's a quick time? What's that?
It's a drinking game we usually play.
Okay.
But I mean, we just ask you questions. It helps with bringing up stuff.
Oh, got you.
Nobody's drinking. You sure?
Come on, who's Charlie left already?
I'm from LA. Let's get the Los Angeles guy out. He representing Los Angeles, bro. Let's get him in here, dog. All day, right?
Paul, sit down. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Come on, player.
While you figure it out.
I'm like, yeah, he representing. Let's go.
All right, I guess you're drinking for both of them. Huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna drink from the cup. No, not shot.
All right.
Where'd y'all send it to? Okay,
Okay, you ready?
but let me explain the rules.
Okay, yeah.
So it's basically like
Go ahead.
we're gonna give you two choices.
Okay.
You pick one, and we not drinking out of the two choices. But if you say both or neither, like you try to be politically correct, then that's when we all drink. And really, this is just about, it's just bringing up names, any stories you got, anything, any thoughts, places, people. It's just about bringing stories up, you know?
Yeah. All right.
All right, cool. Ready?
But I only drink Monster, though.
Yeah, no. He's your designated drinker.
So I'm trying to, like...
Monster too.
I'm trying to jack you up.
Yeah. We're all drinking, meaning he's
I'm
not
gonna try my
drinking either.
best to save you, dog. Don't trip,
cool.
dog.
Yeah, me and him are going to be the only ones drinking right now.
Okay, I got you. I'm like,
But, we're taking it light. We're just sipping off of this.
All right. I'm like...
So you ready?
Yeah, let's go. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm gonna say I'm ready. So let's go.
Tupac or Eazy-E?
Oh, Tupac.
Any reasons?
Tupac's my G, man. I love them both, just so we're clear. But because I'm forced to pick one or the other, I'm gonna say Tupac. But again, I love Eazy just as much, man.
Okay.
I'm actually good with his son, Little Easy, man.
Okay,
We chop it up, so we're good. But yeah, I just got to go with Tupac because that's just my dude right there. Nah, man, and that's one I could beat him nowadays. They could bring him back. With what they doing now,
right?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But no, I just got to go with. I gotta show you something just for 2 seconds.
Okay.
It's gonna take 2 seconds, but I gotta pull this up. This literally was just about a week ago. No joke, no lie.
Oh, Tupac right there? Oh, wow. No.
Right there,
Walk of
right?
Fame.
Dope.
Show that camera. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Send that to you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll send that to you.
All right. Cypress Hills or House of Pain?
Cypress Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my boys. Be Real, shout out.
Any
Send Dog,
stories?
shout out. I just did their show, actually. I just did their podcast. Smoke out or whatever.
Yeah. Did you smoke with them?
Nah, because I don't smoke no more.
Okay,
Well, I didn't have to smoke with them. They got high enough for all
Contacts right there.
Yeah.
Was it in the car? Was it in the car?
I told them cats straight up.
I said hot box.
No,
that's not. Okay, that's two different shows.
No, but I told them straight up. I said, you guys should be firemen.
Right.
They were backdraft for real, dog. No suit and all. I got high off of secondhand smoking, straight up, dog. That's how much they were smoking.
That's fine. Big up to Cypress Hill.
No, be real and Sin. I actually put Sin in a movie, dog, back in the early days. Yeah, I slapped him in a joint. Okay. But so Cypress Hill, because I know them personally.
So you don't even remember the name of the movie?
They're the homie. No, I do. Splinter.
Okay, Splinter?
Yeah, Splinter.
Fast and Furious or Training Day?
Training Day.
Ludacris or Ja Rule?
Oh, you guys are going in hard. I'm gonna say Ja Rule because I met him. Okay. I met Ludacris too, but I met Ja Rule more. Okay. So,
Bruce Almighty or Old School?
Bruce Almighty.
What role you played in Old School?
Yeah, I was like,
I had a bigger part. See, that's why I don't celebrate till it's over. You know what I'm saying? Because in that movie, I had a bigger part, but then they trimmed it down, and I was like, come on, man. But it was a real small part. But again, I had a bigger part. They just cut a lot of it out. But anyways, it was a part where he was on the roof and he was setting up something or whatever, and I was across the street, and I was like, "Hey, you the Godfather, man? That's what's up. Get down, homie."
That's right.
It was a quick little joint, man. If you blinked your eyes, you missed
classic,
it. But
man.
Yeah. So I had a little part in that, but so Old School, I would say.
Good.
The Mayans or Walking Dead?
Mayans, because there was a lot of love on the Mayans, man. I grew up with a lot of those cats that I was in the show with in real life. Yeah, like just not like grew up with them like that, but just know them from the business, have relationships with them, got to know each other.
The actors. I thought you meant the actual
the actors,
the motorcycle.
No, the actors, the actors. I'm saying I've known them for a long time, so that was a real heartfelt project because it was a bunch of people that knew each other, that were hooking each other up, helping each other out, and making it like a community thing as just
dope. So many Latinos on
that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying, and that's why there was a lot of love on that set.
Graham Greene passed away too. Graham Greene passed away on mine.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know by name, but if I see his face.
Cliff Curtis or Raymond?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He was in Twilight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a legend, man.
Yeah, I met him in real life. He's cool as hell. Yeah, we were at a dinner party together, sitting right next to each other. Cool cat, friendly dude.
Cliff Curtis or Raymond Cruz?
Cliff. Cliff, because I've, again, spent personal time with him. We trained him, like I told you, for the movie. We kind of prepped him. And he's just a cool cat, man. And I actually have a relationship with Cliff. Like, we still to this day talk and keep in touch and say what's up and check in on each other. How you doing? How you been? So, Cliff Curtis.
Dago or Don Omar?
I don't even know who they are. Diego or Don Omar, yeah, straight up.
Tego Calderon or Don Omar?
Calderon,
the reggaeton artist.
Oh, okay. You know what's funny? I don't know a lot of people like that by names or whatever. I know faces. I'm not deep like that, bro. Like, I don't care about the Hollywood world, man. Straight up, Hollywood world. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. So here's another thing about Fast and Furious.
Don Omar was on it too?
Yeah, there were two guys, the two Spanish guys.
So let me give you this right here. What part were they in?
Where they robbed the bank and
All right, so let me give you something. Let me give you something about Fast and Furious. And I say this publicly, right? I'm not even a Fast and Furious fan because for me it got too much, it got too lame, it got too retarded. It turned into a superhero movie.
Right.
And I'm like, how do you go from street racing to saving the world?
Right.
So for me, and then they went to space in part 9. Oh, come on, dog. I'm like, I think part 11 is cars underwater. Right. Part 12 is cars meet dinosaurs. Part 13, you know what I'm saying? Like, this movie just got too out of whack, dog. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with Fast and the Furious. I only seen part 1, 2, 7, and 8.
Wow.
I haven't seen part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 9, or part 10. Yeah. I'm just being straight up. I care less, dog. I'm a fan of the check, but I ain't a fan of the movie.
Okay.
I just keep it real, man. Like I said, I don't know how to talk any other way, man. But it just got, and I love Vin, man. Vin, you my boy, but you jacking up a classic, like Chris Tucker said. You know what I'm saying? You messing up a classic. So I don't know, bro. So I don't know who they are. And sorry, man. Like, yeah.
So Terry Crews or Paul Walker?
Oh man, that's a tough one, dog. I'm gonna have to jack up the game here because there's no way I could pick in between them two.
Let them drink.
And I'm gonna say both on that one, man. I can't.
Cheers, salud.
I can't go either way on that one. That one I got to go with both because Terry Crews is my friend to this day. That's my people, my dog. I was just at his last wedding anniversary, and Paul Walker. That's the nicest cat in the world, man. Humble dude. And yeah, that one you got me stuck, homie. You put me on pause for a second. I look like a cardboard cutout on that one.
Malibu's Most Wanted or The Animal?
Oh, Malibu's, because Malibu's, I had a bigger part.
Okay.
It was a funner movie. I thought it was a lot more funnier than The Animal.
Didn't you have a shootout?
We had a shootout scene in that joint. Yeah, we came back and got our revenge. We got to get our lick.
Homie girl home at the club.
Yeah. So that
movie's hilarious.
Yeah, that movie's comedy, bro. Like I said, I hope part 2 flies. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I want to be in part 2.
I'll make a call, bro.
Drink Champs needs to be a part of it.
I'm talking to Jamie Kenny.
Tell him we'll interview him.
I'm putting in word for you,
He's
dog.
a
Come
gangster
on.
rapper, right? Isn't that? So he got to come on Drink Champs.
That's hard. That's hard.
N.O.R.E, let's make our own movie, dog.
Go,
Come
baby.
on,
I've
player.
been ready.
Come on, G.
The Rock or John Cena?
I'm gonna go with The Rock. Because I don't know him personally. I met him before a couple times, and every time I met him, he was a very nice, humble cat. You know, he's a gentleman, man, and so I got to give Rock his props. You know what I'm saying? All day long.
Okay. Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg?
And I say The Rock because I met him. I never met John Cena, so I don't know, but yeah, The Rock all day, man. And I took a couple pictures with The Rock, and got love for you, Rock. What's up?
Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg?
Oh, man, that's another tough one, bro. You're going to have to drink on that one, bro. Yeah. Dr. Dre, cool. You know Dr. Dre, man, we go way back. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm going to drop one on you right here. He put me in his Guilty Conscience video with him and Eminem.
Yeah.
So I was Eddie in the video when it says, meet Eddie, about to rob a liquor store. And on his way in. Yeah. So I was Eddie in that joint, bro.
Why you was keeping that from us, man?
I was ready for it to be brought up. So yeah, Dr. Dre.
Eddie too.
Dr. Dre slapped me.
See, you ain't just Hector.
I know, right? Yeah, that was at the birth of the career. You know what I'm saying? So that one I got to go with what they're saying. But yeah, man, I was Eddie in that joint, and Dr. Dre flew me out to New York.
Wow.
I came out there for the awards. I believe it was 1999 or 2000, the Billboard Music Awards.
Wow.
And I was the one standing on stage, and they were dancing around me doing the rap, bro. He flew me all the way out there just to stand.
dope.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. So I was like, whatever. He paid my rent that month, so it was cool. But yeah, man. So I got to give props to Dre, man. Where props where props are due.
I got a side one from this.
Yeah.
Blood in, blood out, or
American Me?
American Me?
Oh, blood in, blood out all day long, man. American Me was one of the ones that violated a lot of.
They said blood in, blood out kept.
Yeah. And blood in, blood
Kept
out
to the code.
all day long. Yeah. I wish Blood in, Blood Out would have stayed more in the. It's still a fantastic movie.
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen
a classic.
I've seen the movie 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I could recite it. I know every line from that movie. I love that movie. But I wish they would have just stuck more to the streets, like Menace to Society.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
But Blood in, Blood Out, one thing that everybody is always curious of is can a white guy be a Mexican?
That's what I'm saying. If there's special, if there's special circumstances, then it's allowed.
That can actually happen?
Well, he's depicting the real guy.
Yeah, it's allowed in whatever gang allows it because of a special circumstance that an outside gang wouldn't know. But the outside gang that doesn't know is still gonna, will be like, hey man, you got a black guy in your Mexican gang, F that. Or you got a white boy in your gang, F that. Because a real Mexican gang would, really want it to stay all Mexicans.
Okay.
But you got different people, different individuals. You got different gangs who will do it their way, and this gang will do it that way, and you know what I'm saying. So you can't really call that the way. The safe way to say it is, in the streets, it really should have been that way, but it was allowed that way because that one gang allowed it, and it is what it is.
But it's based on a real character.
No, yeah, I'm just saying
because.
But I'm saying because of a special circumstance.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like it's like let's say I'm a Mexican gangster, and my mom and dad adopted a black son because they were just people like that who did that.
Right.
I ain't gonna deny you now when we're teenagers.
Especially if y'all grew up together and now.
That's what I'm saying. And you part of the neighborhood.
To him, he's not even black. To him, he's Mexican.
That's what I'm saying. And there, it's kind of like, what, black or not, you in this Mexican gang because you grew up with us. So we just gonna, let you in.
It's like a dog who's raised by a lion. If a dog is raised by a lion,
there you go.
That dog actually thinks it's a lion. And look at another dog and be like, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And remember, every story is different. That could just be one example of many. many. There might be other ways of how it happened or does happen, but I'm just giving one example.
And the crazy shit is, American Me used to be one of my favorite movies, right? And then when I seen how like people was frowning upon it because I guess it was almost too real. I still, if that movie comes on, I'm still scared. Like when I watch it, because I feel like, and what's my homeboy name? That
Edward James Olmos.
Edward James Olmos.
Yeah,
this guy's a teacher, but I believed him. I believed when he got stabbed.
What do you mean he's a teacher? What do you mean?
No, you're talking about
like in other movies.
Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Stand By Me.
No,
Oh, not Stand By Me. I'm sorry. Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver. I was giving you a multiple choice. Hold up, dog. I was giving you an A or B. Yeah,
which is another true story.
Yeah.
But so for a person that's an outsider that's looking in, was that movie really depicting things that shouldn't have been?
Yeah, there was a lot of parts in there that were real. And you got to remember, after that movie came out, that's when they overturned.
Didn't they kill the director?
Well,
a lot of people died.
A lot of people died in that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
that were behind the scenes.
Yeah, a lot of people died. There's a documentary about it. It's ill.
Yeah, it was people that were exposing what they shouldn't have exposed.
Yeah. Okay,
and
so,
it made it.
Sorry for cutting you off.
No,
but
go
like,
ahead.
Like for instance, what's this shit? They directed on Fox about Freeway. And he had Dub C. Dub C was the guy's coach.
Snowfall.
So Dub C was the guy's coach. So you saying like people who got killed was like people like that, like people who's consulting?
No, a lot of consultants. There was like a gang. This lady, she was like a mediator amongst gang members.
It was the girl.
They killed her.
It was the girl who played the mom of the little kid who died. And
I think she's the gang mediator lady.
I haven't seen the movie in such a long time.
Wow.
There's a whole documentary you can watch that it's foul. Like mad people died over that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they were exposing the Mexican mafia. But, I was just going to say this one thing was in the movie, they exposed how they got drugs in the prison, for example.
Through their ass.
So, but through the pipes and all that stuff too was exposed. So my point is, when that movie came out, all the prisons in LA got overturned in real life because they were like, that's how they getting the stuff in. And so then they found, and so the Mexican mafia that was locked up in prison got mad and said, how did they know all this? It's because of this movie. And so then they put green light on the people that were in the movie who exposed it because now it made it harder for the people in prison to get their drugs and get their stuff. It ruined the operation.
And how they depicted the leader, dude, when he was younger.
When he got raped
all that
and
stuff.
he wouldn't became a mafia leader.
There was pissed about that, yeah.
So there were just a lot of things in there that shouldn't have been said, that shouldn't have happened because,
Oh damn!
Yeah,
I always thought that was a rumor. That's why I'm glad.
No,
I didn't even know you.
No,
knew
but he's right. There's a documentary. You can watch it yourself and see it with your own eyes. And just long story short, that's why I'm saying there's some movies as a quote unquote Latino you just don't want to get involved in. Right. If it's about the street gangs and something like Menace to Society or Blood In Blood Out, whatever.
If it's something,
he could be in that all day long.
Like if it's like Monster, but against if it's Red Bull, like you'll do that.
But if it's Mexican mafia, you don't want to mess with that.
It's too close to home, right?
Yeah, I'm good on that. Like, I don't care how much you pay me. I'm straight.
All right. I respect it. Yeah.
And they know my face.
Right.
They don't know the writer's face.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
they're like,
nah. So, no, I'm good. I like to stay in the safe zone, you know?
Yes.
Kid Frost or Mellow Mayonnaise?
Mellow Mayonnaise. That's my boy. Mellow's my peeps, man, and I'm close to him because of Sin Dog and they brothers, and so So
that's right, Mellow Man, Ace and Sin Dog is brothers. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
And they
Shout out to
Cuban
my
B.
Cuban and Southgate.
Okay.
I just did Mellow's podcast too, man. He cool people.
Yeah, no, he's a legend. They both legends. Kid Frost too.
This is the last one to get back to the interview. Loyalty or respect?
I can't go either way on that. I say both.
Okay.
You know, on that one. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you much, man.
I kept it light on you, right? Come on, player.
So what's next for you? Like, we all know that actors, they do that, then they venture out either to be a producer, executive producer, or actually a director. Is that something that you're looking at right now?
Yeah, right now we started a company called Entangled Entertainment. And so now we're starting to make our own movies and do our own flicks. And right now we're working on one, man. We're trying to do a Mexican version of Friday.
Oh, wow.
A Latino hood authentic comedy, which has never been done before. And so we're working on some stuff like that. And then we got some other things that are in the mix, and actually a documentary too that we're doing that's coming out. And like I said, it goes back to, if no one gives you the opportunity, create the opportunity for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so I always tell people, there's two ways to make it happen. Someone could put you in that position, or you put yourself in that position. You know what I'm saying? And so long story short, I love acting, but I'm actually having fun now too, doing the producing side of it and the directing side of it, creating the content.
So you have been producing and directing.
Instead of being part of someone else's content. It's always fun to do your own, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got my hands in a couple things right now.
Will you direct a film that you're not in?
Yeah, I would. 100%. Yeah, I would. I don't care about, I got into this business on accident. I was right place, right time, and here I am today. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the fame side of it, this, that, or whatever. As you see a lot of my films, some films I do cameos, some films I do supporting roles, some films I'm the star of. I care less, man. You know what I mean? Just to be in it, period, to me is a blessing. My manager made a joke one time, which is a joke but not a joke. He said, it's when they stop calling you, that's when you got to worry. So thank God my phone's still ringing.
Goddamn.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's your favorite actor?
Man, I've been blessed, man. Like I said, I've worked with a lot of greats. I've got to work with Clint Eastwood, Mel Gibson. All right, so I'm just going to say.
I don't know what you're about to say, but it looks very interesting.
No,
your face expression.
I'm gonna put it out there,
yeah,
dog.
Let's go.
Here's what I hate about a lot of Latinos in the business. Now, because of social media, a lot of Latinos want to come out and say, I was always about the Latino people. I was always in for them. I always wanted the Latino people to rise. And you know where my proof is at? No, you didn't. Because if you were always in it for the Latinos, where are our movies from 20 years ago when you had the power to change the game? See, back in the early days, you can name off 50 black movie stars and 50 white movie stars, but when it came to Latinos, you can only name off 10 or less. But now, because of social media, and we cannot be ignored, now they all want to come out and act like, I was always about my Latino people. No, you weren't. Because if you were, why didn't you put us on the map a lot earlier? You feel what I'm saying? Now, I know in any race, black, white, Mexican, Asian, UFO, pink, red, purple, blue, because I want to put it all out there in case I mess someone. There's two-faced backstabbing in any race, period.
Yes.
But the blacks support each other, and you guys rise, man. You know what I mean? When there's a black movie premiere, sports players go to the movie premiere, the people that are singers go to the movie premiere, rappers go to the movie premiere, the people that were in the movie go to the movie premiere. But when there's a Latino movie premiere, the only people who are a part of that film go to the movie premiere. You don't get the outside going, you feel me? So now, because...
Abuela don't go?
I'm saying he'd be funny. But I'm saying,
I think he's trying to say you need more than Abuela to show up.
Yeah. Like, I'm just making a point, though, that now, because of social media, there's a lot of Latinos in the business now that are doing that with other Latinos to make it look like, I was always about you guys.
Right.
No, you weren't. Because if you were about us, where are our projects from years ago when you had the power to do something and change a game?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So to me, it just disgusts me nowadays how fake people are. And it just makes me sick, bro. And that's why I sit there and I look at some of these people and I laugh because I'm like, nah, man. What you're forgetting is the world don't know you personally, but I know you personally, and you a liar. You a piece of crap.
God damn it.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I just laugh at the game, bro, and how fake it is. And it's just so sad and pathetic to me how people will accommodate or do whatever they do just to get a check, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my little 2 cents right there.
You know who's a Latino that I see really contributing? Is I went to Bad Bunny concert recently, and the fact is, he has his last concert right now, and in order to be a part of that concert, you have to have a 787 number, or you have to have a Puerto Rico ID. He's doing it just for the community. Have you ever seen something like that?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's awesome, and I'm glad that that's happening because that's what I love.
He raised $400 million for the out in the
That's sick, bro. That's sick. That's crazy, man. You gotta give it up for that. That's sick.
You gotta talk about that he didn't come to the U.S. because he didn't want to make sure ICE raided his fans showing up. So that's why he's not coming to the U.S.
That's cool.
That's kind of dope that he's considering that,
That's love, man.
That's
cool.
on the table.
Let me ask, because I've been seeing places like I've seen them go to the Haitian Day Parade, and I see them actually move ICE the fuck out of there. Is ICE real police or what? Like,
yeah, they're real. No, they're real.
So,
and they're deputizing police to be ICE agents. They're deputizing the police force.
That's a big word. What the fuck deputizing?
They're saying Miami-Dade County Police, you are ICE too. Like you could be like ICE.
They're recruiting on your day off. On your day off.
No. Like if they pull you over, then they can also grab you for immigration and take you like if they ICE.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're deputizing them. And
that's crazy, bro.
That's something that's been going crazy in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, all day, man. In LA, they're rioting. It's stupid out there, man. Straight up. I'll tell you, I have a car wash that I always go get the car shined up, and it was shut down for 2 weeks because of ICE. Wow. They took like 30 of the workers out of there. So yeah, ICE a real thing, man. Straight up, they're coming in hard, and that's why people are rioting and wilding out. And what you've seen, on the Instagram, that's what it is. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And what's that happening? Mostly downtown?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's going on everywhere. They doing a sweep. No, they doing a straight up sweep. Straight up. Yeah, they doing and the cops can't stop them because they are, they are legitimate cops. And
wait, the cops can't stop ICE? You saying?
Yeah, the cops can't stop ICE.
They're federal.
They can't get involved. Yeah.
So what do you mean? So if ICE just comes up to somebody and beats somebody in it, the cops can't step in? I'm asking.
They should be beaten. They shouldn't be, but.
I always tell people this, never think you don't have a choice. Right. You always got a choice, but whatever choice you make, you're going to get the consequences of either choice you made. So my point is the cops can't stop them, but what's the consequence to that for them? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I'm just saying technically they wouldn't get involved because they're cops too and they're allowed to do what they're doing. It's legal.
All right. I ain't going to lie. At the Haitian Day Parade, they backed ICE down. They came and tried to get somebody on all the Haitians.
Here in Miami?
Where was that at?
In Flatbush, New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Eastern Parkway.
I did see that.
Yeah, they backed them down and they made them leave, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
And they did not come back with reinforcements. They just waited until later.
That's happening in some places, even in LA.
That's what I'm saying. So in some areas you get the glory stories, but in others you don't. And what cops are going to do it and what cops aren't. Everyone's an individual case. Who's going to step in? Who's going to step out? Right. It depends upon the individual who makes the choice to either do or not do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you ever make a movie about Orange County, the dark side? Because Jack Black showed the night side.
I wouldn't do that. If I make a movie, I just want to stick to it could be anywhere.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But how about your life story?
I thought about that, but I'm not there yet. I'm making some other flicks right now that we're kind of working on, like the Mexican version of Friday.
Okay.
I want to make, a Mexican version of Menace to Society. I want to make a movie like that I haven't really seen out there. That's why I said Blood In, Blood Out. I love that movie. I love that. I've seen it 1,000 times, and I'll watch it another 1,000 times. I can recite the lines, everything. All I'm saying is, I want one that's like Menace to Society where it sticks to the streets and only the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So no one gets in trouble behind the scenes.
Or whatever. Just just shows the whole street life. Because then when that movie got into the prison, then it got real politic with the blacks, the whites, the Mexicans, and then it got, you know what I'm saying? Then it turned into that. So it was kind of like watching two movies in one. You know what I'm saying? But the street light part, it was displayed correctly.
Right.
And they did
Menace to Society, say.
And Blood In, Blood Out. And the Menace to Society, spot on.
Okay.
But Blood In, Blood Out as well with the starting. It was
that's the one that the streets co-signed.
The whole movie was on point. But I'm just saying the street side I loved, and I just wish there was a movie that was all that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
When the last time you been in Mexico?
Oh, I go to TJ all the time, bro.
Oh, Tijuana?
Yeah. I go to Tijuana all the time.
You said that kind of...
Tijuana's cool, bro. I laugh, John, because I've been all over Mexico. I go out there for car shows and things like that. But I'm saying I laugh because Mexico, I believe if the whole world was ran like Mexico, there would be no fighting, there would be no nothing in this world, because Mexico, the way I say it, it's like an organized, disorganized, organized state. I kid you not, bro. In Mexico, if you wilding out doing your own thing, but you ain't bothering nobody, nobody bothers you. They just let you do what you do. And if you act stupid, the cops are going to just beat you up. And when I talk about beat you up, like they straight up beat you up, dog. Like bloody on the floor, leave you to die type beat up. And that keeps the control out there. That gonna float around quick, and nobody's gonna really, do bad stuff or act stupid. So I just believe if the whole world was ran like Mexico, because it's straight up like a don't care, everyone's like cool and respectful and calm and peaceful. And if you doing your thing, but you minding your business, doing your thing, you ain't bothering nobody else, you cool, you straight. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. So I just believe if the whole world was ran like that, there'd be no rioting. There'd be no politics, there'd be no fight, there'd be none of that. We'd be in a peaceful world.
Okay.
Trust when I tell you. Go to Mexico and find out if you think I'm lying.
What's the best part of Mexico?
He just gave the Viva Mexico.
That's what I'm saying.
What's your favorite part of Mexico?
As Christina, Sarah, Julie, Veronica. No, I'm playing, dog.
Oh my God. Shit. I was like, I've never heard anything.
I'm playing, dog.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious like this.
I'm like, are those politicians?
No, I'm messing, dog. I'm messing. No. It's just that, Mexico's a chillax spot. You know what I mean?
You love old Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a good spot to eat. It's a good spot to go chill, get away, mind your business, be in peace. Like, I could say 1,000 million things positive about Mexico, man. It's just a spot where if you want to go and not be bothered and just do your own thing, that's the spot to go.
Okay.
Cabo, yeah, straight up. All that. All that.
Cancun.
Everywhere.
Mexico City is hard, man.
Yo, I knew a dude, he used to sneak in to Mexico.
Yeah, that's a little harder now.
From San Diego.
That's a little harder now.
He used to hop over the gate.
It's easier to go in than
He used to be like, hey, man, want to go to Mexico?
Yeah.
He literally hopped over a gate. We're in Mexico now.
And that's no lie.
He's going to get steroids.
That's no lie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing in Mexico, too. So, like, the pharmacies out there, you don't need no prescription. You don't need no prescription.
You tell them what your ailment is, and they just give it to you.
You walk up and you get whatever you want and as much of it as you want. They care less.
He used to go get steroids.
Yeah.
So I used to go.
No, legit. They don't care. Like I said, as long as you minding your business, they ain't going to stop you from doing whatever the hell it is you want to do.
All right.
Yeah.
You met Danny McBride?
You know Mexico, dog.
I've been,
He looked like he know Mexico, right?
Now, we did a show with Pitbull in Mexicali. That shit was dope.
It was off the, I need to see a picture of Danny McBride. I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Danny McBride is?
No, I told you,
Kenny Powers?
I'm not in there like that. Like, I don't.
Shit, show him a picture of Danny McBride.
Let me see Danny McBride right quick. If I see a picture, I probably, who is he or what?
Man, shit. Yeah, Vice Principal here. Just show him a picture. Because Kanye West.
You definitely know who this is.
Oh, okay. Right now it's not hitting. Right now it's not hitting.
Kanye West said he wants him to play him in the movie.
Oh, is that right?
No, that's serious.
Are you the one making that movie?
That's awesome, though. I think that's awesome.
I actually think it's awesome.
I think that's genius.
I think
Have you ever had Kanye West on the show?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
I want to meet him low key.
Now, he's a good person.
Let me see the pic. Oh, you guys do it like that? Nah, I don't know who that is. Straight up.
Holy shit.
Nah.
Yo,
I don't.
You really is Hollywood.
You gotta show him another picture. That's the wrong picture.
This is the same guy.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Yeah, straight up. What's funny, man, is like I'm in the game like that, but I don't care about like and you know I know because we had that personal connect. And, you know, we I don't know if you remember too. I'm gonna throw one at you if you remember this. Do you remember the photo shoot we did for the clothing line?
Oh, what
Did you
clothing
forget
line
about
was that?
But you remember that though?
Yeah,
Blanco.
what was that? Echo?
Was it Blanco? I think it was Blanco.
Was it
It was Echo. It might have been Echo.
No, was it
It was. I
you got Google us?
Not Echo.
I got it here on the phone. The name of the clothing line.
Okay.
I got
Was
it here on the phone.
Escobar? No, I mean Esco. Was it Esco?
I don't remember.
It was Blanco. It was Blanco clothing. Yeah.
Isn't that under Esco?
We did a photo shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a photo shoot
that's
for
right.
Blanco clothing.
In New York.
Yeah. So, and then I know we stayed connected here and there on the phone.
Yeah.
You know,
But you really go home and you don't
with
look
each other.
at movies.
I'm telling you straight up, dog. I don't care to watch TV.
I can't even go to sleep without watching TV.
I respect, whatever, but I just don't care who's who and what's what. Like I said, I'm still watching the movies I grew up on, man. I'm still watching Indiana Jones and You know, the good movies from back in the days, dog. Tell me in all honesty, when is the last time you went to a movie theater, honest to God, and caught a good flick? And anyone can answer this. Like straight up, like
Lego.
Well, Superman, the new Superman was all right. Yeah, all right. Well, we got one there, you know, but 1 out of 10.
I'm just going to deal with my kids, so I'm just watching kid movies.
Yeah, I went to see Lego, the Lego movie that I'm in.
I'm just saying,
that movie was great.
I don't watch TV hard like that. Were you in the Lego flick?
Yeah, I'm in the Lego
You're
flick.
one of the voices out there?
Yeah.
Oh,
One of the characters.
I'm
Yeah, one of the characters.
I'm going to watch it just because of that.
No, it's really good. It's really good.
Okay, there you go.
It's Pharrell's documentary, but in Lego.
God, okay, all right.
yeah.
I'm just saying, a lot of the new stuff is whack, man. New generation stuff ain't catching me. That's all I'm saying. I'm still an old school cat. I like my old flicks. You know what I mean?
So you talked about doing a comedy. You talked about doing a street movie. Would you ever direct your own horror movie? And if so, what would it be about?
Yeah, I would do a horror movie. I got a couple running in my head, but I don't want to say that public to keep it real with you. But
you don't have to.
I would direct a horror movie. You know, I would direct anything that makes sense at the time and that I think would be a good flick. You know, I want quality over quantity. That's why I like, you know, Quentin Tarantino, for example, he's only did like 10 or less movies in his life because he believes in quality over quantity, and 85% of the time you go watch a Quentin Tarantino film, you know that you're going to get a good product. You know that
also know that.
I know sometimes there's some of his, I'm not saying all his films are winners, but most of them are. And I'm just saying, like,
a little crazy.
Oh yeah, they're always a little crazy.
He's
they out there,
creative with this shit.
But that's my point. Like, I just believe quality over quantity. So for me, straight up, if I'm reading a script or there's a movie that I don't believe is either going to take off or do good, I'd rather not mess with it. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be an actor in a movie like that. Now I'm getting to a position where I'm picking quality over quantity, even with some of the acting roles I take on, because you want to be about the material, not just the part and getting a part in a flick. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to be a little more picky, if we're being honest. You know, I'm in the third quarter of my life, dog. You know, I'm 50 years old, man. I'm up there. So I want to, you know, I just rather do stuff that's, I always say it like this too. Good is the enemy of great. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Cool. But I'd rather do great stuff. So good is the enemy of great. That's cool. You did a good project and a good song, but you just another good song in the mix. Do a great song that puts you out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at.
Was that your first time meeting Danny Trejo?
No, me and Danny got the same manager. So we do a lot together. So I did like 25 movies with Danny, but I only recommend 3. Yeah, because sometimes I say some of the movies with Danny, the movie sucked, but the check didn't suck. That's how I say it, yeah. So there's some movies where like, I'm like, nah, don't watch that one. I'm good on that one, dog. I tell people straight, hey, look, I don't front, man. I tell people my own movies. I'll tell you straight up, that movie sucked. Don't waste your time. So save an hour and a half of your life, bro. Don't watch it. But if I'm in a movie that's legit good, then I'll tell you straight up, like, nah, not just because I'm in it, because I legitimately back that film up. But there's some movies I did where I'm like, yeah, like I said, the check was cool, but the movie was like, nah. So yeah.
So what's the 3 you recommend with Danny?
You know what's funny? Recoil's one of them.
Recoil, okay.
I would watch Recoil.
Okay.
And what else would I watch with Danny? You know what's funny? When you said 7 Mummies earlier, I was just telling him before you sat down. We had this conversation before you sat down. You correct me if I'm wrong, G. I said it straight up. I said 7 Mummies wasn't the worst movie, but it wasn't the best movie either. But for what it was at the time, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. It was just me. Like me seeing my head roll down the street. You know
I got traumatized.
So you into cryptocurrency?
Nah, man. There's a whole, you know, I get the get rich quick, and you know, you could come up on the. I just tell people it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because of the convenience. It's a good thing because you can make so much money so quick. But, you know, slowly they taken us down to fall into the trap. And the trap is where you don't want to end up. And that's a part of the trap. And I get it. You can still make money. It's good, but it's a part of what they are planning and gearing up towards and what it is going to be / become.
Like one world currency?
When it's the one world currency and you get the chip inside of you.
Like Mark of the Beast stuff?
And what's going to happen is when they so that's headed towards that.
Right.
So the chip, it's to condition your mind. So it'd be like, oh, we've always been tapping. We've always been using cryptocurrency. We've always been, doing it this way. So when you get the chip, you ain't going to think nothing of it because you won't be like, nah, they've always been doing it similar to this, right? So the chip, when they put it inside of you, is going to be activated as your credit card. So long story short, now you could just, if they put it in your forehead or your wrist, now you could just slide your arm or slide your head, whatever they decide to put it in. And they're going to say, oh, there's all these good things about it. And this is where they manipulate / trick you / deceive you. They're going to say, you know why the chip is good? Because now no one could come up to you and just rob you and take your cash. You know why the chip is good? Because if you get kidnapped, I can find you and locate you with the chip. They're going to tell you all these great things. But here's the part that they don't tell you. If you do not comply with the government, and you do not do what the government says, all they got to do is simply turn that chip off. And now your credit card don't work. And now you can't even go to Carl's Jr. and get a cheeseburger. Now you can't even go get tacos or eat. And now, in order for that chip to be turned back on / activated, you got to be under control and the mercy of the government and what they tell you to do to be able to even shop for food or whatever else is that you want to get. And so all that is leading towards that, man. So I tell people you're soon enough going to be backed up into having to make the decision of accept or don't accept. But when it comes down to it, and people always, and that's how they control you. And people always say, oh, they got you control on your phone. No, they don't. Because I could take this phone, I could throw it in a river, and you no longer got anything on me physically. But once they put that in you physically, now you're under control because that's your credit card, that's your currency, that's your money, that's your whole damn life right there.
Right.
And again, a lot of this is exposed. You guys can watch the documentary with your own eyes. And to go one step farther, respectfully, it's all in the Bible.
Right.
It's all in Revelations. It's right there in black print.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, but if you want to see some current, watch American Faces of Freedom, you'll get a wake-up call right there, and it shows you how and why this is happening, because this is all leading up to the one world government, the one world currency. And if you know the real job of a king, do you know what the real job of a king is? What do you think the real job of a king is?
Governance, I would imagine.
What do you guys think the job of a king is?
Tell us.
Well, just give me one, just your opinion first, real quick, on what you think. Just think it out real quick.
Hold down the kingdom?
But what's the, okay, well, you have an answer? What's the job of a king?
I just said governance, but I don't know in what way you mean king.
So the job of a king is to serve his people. It is not to rule the land, control the land, but that's a lot of power to give to a human being, one man, one individual.
Right.
And a man with that much power can abuse that power.
Right.
And that's what a lot of kings did. They were, oh, damn, all these people love me? Man, oh, well, I could sleep with all these girls and no one's up my butt about it because I'm the king. The king's job was really meant to serve the people, not to control the people. That's really the government's position. Right. The government is supposed to serve us, not rule us, not dictate what we do and don't do.
Right, absolutely.
You don't want to live a life under control by the government for them telling you when you can piss, eat, shit, sleep, whatever it is, right? So the job of a king is to serve us. So my whole point in saying that is that when you give that much power to an individual, they abuse it. When you accept the chip, what you are doing is allowing yourself to be controlled by the government. Is that how you want to live your life, controlled? We want freedom. That's what everyone's fighting for. That's why everyone's panties are in a bunch right now.
Right.
Because we want freedom of speech. We want freedom. But that's slowly being taken away by us, away from us.
A lot of it, yeah.
And when this chip comes into play, that's when, and if you accept it, that's when you're officially under control.
And you think that's what cryptocurrency is leading towards?
100%. 100%. Because it takes away the cash. You can operate cashless. And that's what it's headed towards. Yeah, because eventually it's just a setup to get into a cashless society. Yeah. Right now, cash is just the ghost of money. Right now, you can use it until one day, and you know where the real money's at? It's the gold and the silver. That's the real money. So I'm just, saying it like it is. You could say whatever and think this or that, but later you'll find out and give me a call.
No, they doing tax incentives for people that move to Puerto Rico. So like doing tax cuts and all that. And it's the first time I ever been to a place, and when it came time to pay the bill, it was like cash, credit, or
crypto.
And I was just like, whoa. Like that shit was like, and you got to realize they're sending all the rich people to Puerto Rico so they don't have to pay taxes. I think they pay like 2% of the tax or something like that, maybe 4%. But so I'm sitting there saying that if they starting that there, and this is the rich part of Puerto Rico, right? But then I start to go around, and I start to realize it's every place in Puerto Rico. So they're already doing that in the hood. They're doing that in the rich parts, they're doing that in the middle part. So if you're saying that, then they already started it.
So when COVID happened, there was a couple states that went completely against it and said, we ain't wearing the mask, we're not taking the vaccine. But then there were other states that cooperated.
All right.
So the Bible talks about civil war. What's going to happen is everyone's going to try to run their own program, even states. And when that starts happening, we're eventually going to go to war. And the Bible talks about how families will fight with families, neighbors with neighbors, and friends with friends.
Right.
Because everyone is going to start fighting. And then eventually we're going to get into World War III.
Right.
And that's when the control is going to happen and the one world government is going to happen.
Right.
And then it don't matter if you live, the Bible says that when all this happens, people are going to run to the hills, they're going to try to make their own gardens because they won't be able to buy food. You're going to try to grow your own fruit or whatever it is.
Right.
And everyone's going to try to hide and flee because they're going to try to live their own life outside of life where it's really happening, where the control is at.
Right.
And you're not going to be able to hide because the government is going to control everything, that the only place you're going to be able to run to is swampland or the mountains where you're not going to be able to grow anything or have really resources out there to live. And your money won't mean jack diddly squat. So what I'm saying is all this is geared up towards the one world government. So my point is, if Puerto Rico's trying that and Texas is trying this and Australia's trying that and Alaska's trying that, it doesn't matter, because at one point we're all going to go to war eventually. And when the World War III happens, then the false peace is going to come into play and it's going to become a one world government. And it don't care if you go to Mexico, Puerto Rico, Alaska, Iceland, Switzerland, Germany, Japan. It's all going to be a one world government and everything is going to be the same in the whole entire world.
Oof. Deep. I don't think of any better way to end that.
Taking the picture.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. But you got anything else to say to the fans before we get out of here?
Say everything.
Yeah, let me say one thing. I got to do, I had one thing for you. Let me do this real quick and I'll make it super quick.
No problem.
And thank you for this opportunity.
No problem.
Let me give a shout out to my sponsor.
Okay.
DC Audio.
DC
right here.
Audio, okay.
That's what's up, man. Get on your level.
Let's go.
So that's what's cracking. Follow their Instagram too, man, DC Audio. What's cool about them, and I'll just give this quick and I'll make it super quick.
No problem.
Is they make speakers like the old days.
Okay.
Like now they still hand make their speakers, and he also told me to tell you if you want a set
Hell yeah.
on the house.
Okay, cool.
He got you.
Cool.
And you can hear this sound system from down the block and the whole deal. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
So
yeah.
he got a free one, so I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
And long story short, man, their sound systems are legit clean, and I just want to give a shout out to DC Audio. And then I wanted to do a second one, which this is for you, man. I gotta tell you, a friend we got in common.
Okay.
My boy Spit.
Oh, Smith TV. He texted me earlier.
Yeah. He said, make sure you give N.O.R.E his flowers.
Yeah.
I want to give it up for N.O.R.E and his flowers, man.
But didn't y'all do a movie together? What did y'all do together?
Yeah, we did a movie with French Montana.
Oh, okay, that's right.
And you know Ulysses, of course, and Jesse and
that never came out,
Terrero,
right?
and so that movie, that's still gonna fly with it. And I also want to give a shout out to N.O.R.E's team, man, because without you guys, this couldn't happen.
That's right.
Straight out, man. because everyone's a part of something, and we can't do what we do without you guys, and vice versa. So I wanted to give the shout out to Spiff.
Yeah, that's my man.
And we got to do a handshake on that one.
Hell yeah.
Real quick, that's Spiff, man. Like,
hell yeah.
in the house.
Hell yeah.
And then the last one, man, to my boy Pete Funk and Eddie Connects and yourself, man. For finally making the show happen, dog.
Let's pick up the Eddie Connects.
And then I want to give a last shout out to Drink Champs itself, man. For having me on the show and giving me my flowers, and that's what's up. That is love beyond love, man. This is honestly, genuinely going in my private collection, bro.
Please.
And this does mean a lot. And Snoop, you took the words out of my mouth. Real talk, man. This is what I love, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I love being
this
able
is your
to.
house. Anytime you want to come,
thank you,
talk
brother,
about
man. That's
anything.
love,
It
man.
is your house, man.
Like Tupac said in this documentary, I could do Beverly Hills, but I love this more. Straight up, man. I love this more, dog. You know what I mean? So this means the world, man. And two last things, and then I'm done.
No problem.
You already know. We say one more thing, 10 more things, but I promise, and these are going to be super quick.
No problem.
The second to last thing is follow me on my Instagram, actor Noel G. Give me a follow if you want to keep up with me. Give me a follow, man. I appreciate all your follows, your love, your genuine love, and all that.
Yep.
And then the last thing I want to say is just shout out to Jesus Christ, man.
Man, I respect that.
I got no shame in loving him. I love you, man. I just wanted to give a shout out to the man upstairs. Much love.
I think it's the first person that ever shout out to that.